Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Would you please give a warm welcome to the host of the Happy Hour, Chris Lane Sr.
Good evening, everybody. How we doing tonight? Welcome to the Happy Hour with Chris and Friends. I'm Chris, and later on we'll have some of my friends by. But hey, Poisoned Whales. Well, it's fortunate you're here because I grabbed one of your songs. Your latest one cracked me up, so I'm going to play that at some point tonight. Welcome to Thursday, folks. How are everybody doing? I can't tell you how happy I am to have internet. As you guys know, no show last week because nothing. I did stream for about an hour on my phone just to see if I could, and I could. It was vertical and all of that, and yeah, I don't plan on ever doing that again unless I have desperate emergency. But we're here, we're wide, we're normal ish, and we're gonna get on with it. But that Gloria has beat me senseless about you should play your own music. Oh, so there you go. But I played that one on purpose for a couple reasons. You notice at the end there where Dom was pointing to his elbow. Well, backstory, and again, I'm not sharing too much of Dom's life here, but he's been having some trouble playing because he's got terrible bursitis in his elbow. And I guess it's been bothering him for years. And as it turns out, he got hurt as a kid. And his parents apparently went to Joe's Deli and surgical suite, and it was not properly repaired. It's been bothering him ever since. So, but that was the whole him pointing to his elbow. Of course, I pointed to my forehead where a guy skated over my forehead playing hockey. I'm a mess as far as scars, and I got some new ones today. I've been working on my diet and been working on working out here this last week, and today is my cheat day because, man, I am sore everywhere. My arms are sore, my shoulders especially, my hip pointers. So I've been doing the work to try and be a leaner, meaner Chris Lane Sr. for 2026. So, but that's what I'm up to. Let's say hi to everybody, and let's do it tonight from the bottom up. So right there is Jade Starr. Good to see you. And there's Gary Hubbs, my moderator extraordinary. Sunshine Archer. Always lovely to see you. The aforementioned Poisoned Whales. And Coldy from Down Under. So we have the Down Under contingent of Coldacre and Jade Starr. And let's see who he is. There's the lovely, real Justine Kasprick right there. Oh, and another from Down Under. Lizzie Armstrong, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome to the show. Let's see. So more Gary, more Justine, more Coldacre. And me. And good evening, everybody with an extra Y, because I can see a lot better than I could a couple months ago, but still, these glasses are not ideal for looking at the computer. They're kind of in between. Oh, hey, we've got a couple new folks. James Myers drums, which I'll talk about James in a minute. And Not Visible, another bass playing guy. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. And let's see, anybody else new join us? Come in and say hi. I'll pull a hip. Yeah, come in the chat and say hi. And boom. And that was the other reason I played that video. I mean, we tagged on his little birthday thing. We had done that thing, and you know what? Kind of miss Hippie. I don't think he's particularly around. I don't know that he watches the show, but if you do see this, Jeff, thanks. Seriously. Thanks you played a lot of our music, got me going, gave me a place to share my music and gave me some drive to actually write songs. And I'll make a little announcement later. But yeah, I got counting fingers and toes and everything, and I got a lot of songs, and a lot more than I realized. So anyway, yeah, we'll talk about that in a little bit. What are we doing here? It keeps... Oh, I got new controls. So show comments on stage, regular. Let's see what this does. Tall. Oh, wide. I don't want wide. Tall. Medium. Hey, look at that. Can you guys read that a little better? I'll do it big right now because it's just me. When I have a guest, I'll change it a little bit. But hey, every week it's a new adventure here in Streamlight. They're trying to do something to justify the outrageous fucking price they charge for their service. And so every week there's some new widget, and some are. Yeah, I'm kind of with you. I miss, because it was a great place to be and a great place to see everybody and listen to the new music. And so, yeah, but he is doing his thing, riding his ATVs and living his best life in Alaska. And I don't think he's coming back, bro. It just does not seem like it. So that is what it is. All right. And I say this every week too, but I know there are some of you that are lurking in the chat, and thank you. Appreciate you being here, and you're welcome to participate, and you're also welcome to just put it on in the background and just whatever that idiot Lane's going to talk about tonight, whatever music going to play, cool, bro. And that's great too. So glad to have you folks here with me. Did kitty cats today. Played at the animal shelter. I've been the last month and a half between the dental stuff and traveling and all that stuff. I didn't go as frequently as I would have liked, but back to at least twice a month. And played today, and the cats were just really chill today. They were just, they came out and said hi and everything, and they're like, okay, well, we're just going to go back in our little hidey holes and listen. And that's what they did. And, some of the Denver animal shelter people were there, and I said, man, the cats are a little sleepy today. And they all said, that's a good thing. This is stressful for them being here, and if they're sleeping, they're calm, they're cool. Appreciate you being here and helping us with that. Like, well, yeah, glad to do it. I actually recorded a little video there today, which I don't know if it's any good or not. I don't know. I suspect the sound is shit, but I may post it up. Did a couple songs just to see what would happen, because the acoustics in there are pretty good. You get kind of a natural reverb, and that's nice. And it was good. I felt good today. I was going to sing, and what is getting to be a problem is holding the pick, and I'm losing a little strength in my hand in that respect, and I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with that. But yeah, if I'm playing a longer, if I play 5-6 songs in a row, I'm just, I can feel it wandering around in my hand, and I'm having to adjust while I play, and it's a little, I don't know, a little weird. Not something I've dealt with before, but you think that's it, Gary? It's like, oh, the lion is here and he ain't sleeping tonight, so be chill, boys. Maybe, my cats seem to vibe on that. They're like, I'm the alpha. Oh wait, no, the big cat's here. Oh, never mind. What do you want, boss? Which is very nice. Digging my rescue cats. They have turned out to be just wonderful, wonderful kitties. And it doesn't hurt that my wife and I are very experienced cat people. We've had cats for decades, and we know cat language and cat body language, and we know what cats like, and the cats are doing pretty good, and they have the high cotton. They eat the fancy feast and the nice dry. And tonight I made tuna melts because I didn't feel like cooking, and the cats were like, ooh, we like tuna. Do you want to give us some of that, boss? I was like, sure, what the hell? And they were like, thanks. Good to be here in the Lane house if you're a cat. All the good stuff you can eat. All right, well, we are at we got through Halloween, and we didn't get to talk about this last week because I didn't have the show. I had a hell of a good time on Lori's Halloween show. I really did. It was a lot of fun. In case you didn't see it, go back and check it out. People came in costumes. Jade Starr was there. Great costume. Lori's costume was great. James Myers was there. All he couldn't tell was him. His mask was friggin' scary. I mean, it was a good good costume, and there was good stuff there, and we had a good time. So it was nice to be a part of that. And then I had no plans on playing G Maze. I just because I did the full shift on Lori's and stayed in character for the entire, you know, 2 hours or however long that show runs. I don't know. Did we go longer? It seems like we went longer, but maybe we didn't. But staying in character and trying to do the voice the entire time uh, was challenging. So I was tired. Oh yeah, how could I forget Plate Face? Oh my God, Mr. E. Mr. E was fucking epic. Love Mr. E. Um, and I know who Mr. E is, and you don't. Ha ha. And I'm never going to reveal that secret because hope to see Mr. E again. Mr. E was great. Hey, Allie, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us on the show. Um, but yeah, it was good. And then again, I went to. I had no plans on being G Maze. I was just, kind of hanging in the background and watching. And when Michael and Maria came on as Wes and Allie and stayed in character the entire time, I mean, Michael had his hair pulled like Wes did, and he's drinking coffee, and Maria's drawing. Oh my God, as Allie was fucking outstanding. And G-May was in kind of, I'm like, all right. So I scrounged up my Billy Clyde Bo Haskins outfit and came on as country sensation Billy Clyde Bo Haskins and played a couple songs and had a damn good time on G-Maze too. But by the time Sunday came around, I was Halloweened out. I was tired. But it was a good time. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Gary learned new songs and came. Gary's show. Now, let me scold you. If you're not going to Gary's show, what the hell is wrong with you? Seriously. Last week on Halloween, last Friday, epic. And I mean epic. Herbert showed up, took over the show for part of it. Hubs played some very cool covers. I mean, really, it was great. And then in the ice puck, he had 12 ice pucks and he hit the sink. Not once, twice, 4 times. Like he is pretty average. 3 to 5 is pretty average. He did better. Did he hit it 8 times? Nope. 9? No, more. More than 9, you say, Chris. That's really good shooting percentage. Yes, it is. Did he hit it 10 out of 12 times? He did. And in fact, he hit it 11 and 12 as well. 12 for 12. And I was there. I counted. I saw all 12 for 12. I heard it hit the sink. I visually confirmed it. It was history in the making, and I was there for it. And I hope you were too. If you weren't, go check out the replay because it was friggin' amazing. Great show. And then, of course, Leela had come on as the party animal on Lori's show and was a hoot. And then did Midnight Chill, and it was fantastic. I mean, it was last Halloween between Pole Vault and Sunshine on through. It was solid, good stuff on a Friday. It really was fantastical. I enjoyed myself, and I was thoroughly entertained, and I was part of it, but then I sat on the sidelines and just enjoyed everybody else. And you think you'll be a 4-banger tomorrow? I bet you do better. I mean, you're feeling it, bro. Confidence has got to be up. I'm going to say 6 for 12 minimum. That's what I'm saying. No pressure. You've got it. I've got faith in you. I have no idea. It's one of those things. I follow the news a little bit and I see that, and I don't know what to make of it. Whatever. Maybe I gotta figure if the aliens are really come, they'll survey the planet, and one of two things will happen. Well, one of three things. They'll be like the Federation and they'll not interfere. Well, that's bullshit. That they will either come and conquer us, take all our resources, and enslave us, or they'll just drive on by and go and, you know, they're just apes, and we don't care about them. One of the two. That's my thought on that. Yeah, let's YouTube has changed this, and some people may not be up to speed. Jade had a really good show on it a couple weeks ago. But what they're doing is they're really trying to cut down on the trolling by not allowing people to, you know, invent an alias and come on as, you know, somebody else, which some people have done, and they've done it for fun, but a number of people have done it maliciously, and this is their answer for that. So you will always show up as the name you registered under for YouTube. In addition, it will allow you on your mobile device to tag people with the, you know, @ sign. Um, like you can do on a desktop. It's not working on the mobile. They're supposed to be rolling that out. But again, it's kind of incremental. This is the first week on my show, actually, that you're seeing the handle thing. Normally it was the other one. So they're getting it rolled across all the platform, and then we'll probably start seeing it on mobile too. But I tested it on a show last week and it wasn't happening. So that's what that's all about. We are unlovable apes. Well, we love ourselves, and that's what's important. So, and Danzag, welcome. Or Dangzag. I'm going to go with Dangzag. But I like it. And welcome to the show. Good to have you here. All right. So, music news. It's closed. It's done. It's kaput. If you got your song in for the third Music for Life Cancer Benefit album, it closed on Halloween that Friday. If you got it in, you're in. If you're not quite there, you're not going to get there. They're done. Russ has closed it out, and Russ has he's had a physical setback and everything, and so he's moving. Well, he's physically not moving hardly at all, but he's still doing things. And I'll promote his album, which they had the release party Monday. Jade did the entire album. There's video for all of it. It's fucking fantastic. A Cat Named Vienna. And Russ has been working on it for over a year, has teamed up with Vero, and Liza Day did some of the vocals on it. And it's killer good. I like Russ's music. I always have. It's, he did electronic music. It's not exactly my thing, but I like Russ's stuff. His Gentle Giant albums were good. This is absolutely superior. So that was released Monday. Now he's working full time on the Music for Life album. And I'm pleased to announce I was a Friday guy. I got one last song in. And I'm happy about that because it had my friends on it. Lori's Mishmash played piano. It's an original song that she wrote an original piano part for. James Myers did the drums on it. Super happy with what they did. Sounds great. And so I'm happy to be on the album with my friends. And I'd already had a song in. I got it in well over a month ago, actually. And so I wasn't planning on submitting another one. But I had done a collab with Tremor Bear. And he's like, I like this song. Do you want to send it in for Music for Life? And I said, sure. As long as you list yourself first. Because he wrote the music, it kind of developed some of the melody. I developed the other parts, wrote the lyrics, blah, blah, blah. So it was a collab, but he had taken the initiative on it. So I said, that's, list yourself, then me, and that's cool. And I thought I was done. But, the song gods just sprinkle down on you sometimes, and I'm just in a hell of a creative period right now. And I got another song that I really liked, and I wanted to have my friends play on it anyway. But it came together soon enough. I thought, we've got a shot at getting this on the album. And by the time we had it mixed and mastered and, did all the things, it was like, well, yeah, it's done. It's Friday. Let's submit it. So we did. So I'm looking forward to, we're about a couple weeks. And I know they're planning on releasing the day after Thanksgiving. We'll see if that actually happens, because they got to be burning the midnight oil to, if Ivan has been mastering the stuff all along or leveling more to the point, and depending on how many artists there are, I mean, I know there was over 40 that had been submitted last I heard. So it's a huge project. It may happen the day after Thanksgiving. I hope it does. And, I hope my friends are on it. And you guys are my friends. Oh, there you go. See, that's right from the Jade is like, it's happening. Okay, I'll take that to the bank. So looking forward to it. That last album the scope of it was amazing. I was just listening to it 2 days ago. And I got through, I listened to the first one, second one, third one. It's 3 albums worth, right? And I was going back and I got most of the way through the first one the other day while I was working. And I just was so impressed with the difference between it and the first album, which was good. But there's a lot more artists, A, and B, the quality of everybody is just better. Some of the same artists appeared on both albums, and I can hear, just my own stuff. There's like first album here, second album up here, third album I think is up here. And that's just me. And I heard that on most of the artists. And so I think it's going to be pretty impressive. And I will urge you, as I always do, this goes directly to the kids. It's used as a benefit for them. And there's no middleman, there's no record companies, there's no fees. If you buy an album for I think I paid $30 for the last one. I mean, that's $10 an album, cheap for all that great music. So I think I put in $30 for it. Every dime of that $30 went to the kids. And it'll be the same on this one. So I would urge you, A, buy the album because it's great music and you're going to enjoy it. B, it's a great cause and all the money gets to the kids. And they get to listen to it. It gets played in the hospital. Russ got the second album some airplay some places. And I know he's working on that. He's got a lot of contacts in the record business and with radio stations. Russ actually has a radio show that he's doing now and is starting to sprinkle our stuff in. So yeah, it's pretty impressive. Okay. Oh, yeah, Jade. See, Jade knows this. Yeah. And you can go back and edit it. For me, it was Chris Lane Sr. It's Chris Lane Sr. So I didn't have to do anything. But it is editable and you can go in and do it. Yeah. Yeah. And if you got questions on this, Jade did a show on it. And go to her channel and search for it. And she walks you through the entire thing, much more detailed than I'm A, know, and B can get into. So there's that. Well, yeah, I mean, Sunshine Archer and then 1111X. I mean, some of them are pretty cool. And most of them are, you can tell who they are. Not all of them. There are a couple people that There was a dude in the chat, and I knew him by a different name, and I'm having this conversation, and then I figured out, no, it's not, it's somebody else. So I'm like, oh, okay. Um, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We just get used to, whatever the handle was, and if it comes up a little different, then it can throw us off. All right, I'm going to do a quick check. Sports ball. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, there's a score, and it's fine. So I mentioned working on getting better in shape, and of course I'm hitting the weights because I'm a weightlifter, always have been, love it. But I'll tell you, one of the best things I've ever done is I started wearing basically nothing but either flip-flops or these kind of that's not going to show up because there's green on here, but it's like a flat toe shoe. Yeah, that looks pretty interesting. I should have brought the black one down. Let's see the little toes. And it's basically just a rubber sole, and there's nothing in there, but you're really grounded, and your foot moves more naturally. It spreads, your toes spread properly. You can grip the ground better. I sprained my ankle so much when I was a kid, and the ligaments are they're trash. They're stretched. And I would have, my knees hurt, my stuff hurt. I started wearing these and the flip flops and pretty much exclusively a couple years ago, and my legs are so much better. And I understand people who have neuropathy, which is, your nerves, you're not feeling your feet properly. People with diabetes can have that. We've got a good family friend who she's had 28 back surgeries, some ridiculous number. She really can't feel her feet. And, she was falling with some frequency and started wearing these shoes and just can sense the ground much better. She's doing much better. So I can recommend, there's my little, and here's the disclaimer, YouTube. I'm not a doctor. I'm not endorsed because I buy these cheap things from Temu because they're great in the hot springs. I wear them in the hot springs. For both grip and, a lot of the hot springs are like river bottom or whatever. So they're fantastic for that. They're lightweight. But I don't get a cutback. I'm not a doctor, blah, blah, blah. But they are great for me. And, if you have some foot problems or if your legs bother you, might give them a try. See if they don't work for you. But yeah, they're called toe shoes is probably the easiest way to find them. That's right. And I did stay at a Holiday Inn Express, which qualified me for the free breakfast, which is shit there. Breakfast is important, and I don't think their breakfast is very good. So, yeah. Hey, Barry, what's going on? How are you? Welcome to the show. Good to see you. All right. Let's swing to the AI. We tried to do this a couple weeks ago, and it didn't work because my computer had reset, and I had carefully marked some shows. And what happened? Well, what happened was they weren't there anymore, and I tried to run them and like, oh, this is going to suck. So I went back and I refound the places that I wanted to. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to play some snippets from a couple different people in the community talking a little bit about, AI in music creation. And then we'll have a little chat about it. So this first one, we're going to cue up our buddy Pete Johns. And Pete has things to say about things. Well, no, actually, I think I'm going to start with Frank because this is Frank Turzo's show, The Community Pulse. And I was actually the guest host there, and we were talking with Mr. Smith. And just out of the blue, Frank Terzo pipes up with this.
Support, and I noticed they're at other channels as well. I love you all in these communities. Keep doing what we're doing. Keep creating. Keep being kind to one another. And I'm not going to get into it, but I do feel that I have to say something. If there's somebody in our communities, or to the peoples in our communities that are working with AI, let's just be kind. You know what I mean? Let's just not jump on these people. That's all I want to say.
Liberty
There you go.
Mutual customized my car insurance, so I only pay for what I need. What a great day.
And there's a great commercial, right? Yay, thank you, Liberty Mutual. They just, if you go in like that, boy, they got to slide one in on you. But there was Frank's thoughts on that. And he had to say his piece on that. And I was like, okay. Because there has been some negativity. And I'm certainly, I'm in that, I believe you should just be honest with, with anything you're doing. Like, I get photographs as a part of my job, and all photographs are retouched. This has been going back to the 1800s. That's not a new thing. But with the AI, you can actually generate elements and everything. And, we require our people to say if they use some of those elements. And I think it's the same thing. If you have an AI vocalist, for say, okay, that's fine. Just let people know that's what you've done. And I think that's fair. So that's his thoughts, my little amplification on that. Let's look at another little insight into this. This will be Pete Johns. And Pete Johns has, I got to find it. Yeah. Pete Johns has thoughts here. Here's Pete.
Button. Support me on Patreon or on the membership, or donate using the links below. AI is simply the wrong name. Let's be honest. Calling it intelligence is a stretch. What are folk calling it? Fancy autocorrect? Yeah. Most of what we call AI doesn't think, feel, or understand. It just finds patterns. It finds patterns and predicts outcomes. If anything, we should call it augmented guessing. It's not building consciousness, it's finishing your sentences. Again, it's fancy spell check or fancy grammar check. It's like, yeah, what would the next logical word be? Does it matter if it's correct? Not particularly, as long as it kind of makes sense in a sentence. Or am I being too harsh? I don't know. If you're an absolute defender of AI and you think it's the best thing since sliced bread, let me know in the comment section down below. Number 3, AI. It's just automation, isn't it? Here's the truth about a lot of so-called AI. It is just automation. I like to call it human-driven automation. Your bank's fraud alert, like I got a thing yesterday from my bank saying, oh, we declined a transaction because you put a block on your thing. Well, guess what? That whole thing didn't happen because of AI. It wasn't out there searching through transactions going, oh, I think John's might be big. No, it just used a bunch of different if, then, do this. So it just used an algorithm. And an algorithm is not AI, it's automation. AI must.
All right. Well, there's Pete's thoughts on that, and valid, right? It doesn't think. It just, because the computing power is so vast, it can look at these patterns in seconds what would take humans years or maybe longer. Let's be honest, music is mathematics. There are patterns to it, and it's sucked down a lot of that musical stuff and sees the patterns of what they perceive, what their algorithm perceives as things that we like, and spits it back on us. Okay, that's fine for what it does. And again, I don't have any problems. I mean, part of it, you got to wonder, because we've all seen it. We're on YouTube and everything. And I don't know about you guys, but it will suggest videos to me. I'm like, why would you think I have any interest in this? I watch certain videos and you'd think that they'd give me more of that, but they don't. In fact, some of the videos I watch, they never, ever suggest it. And I think I know why. But yeah, this is the algorithm doing what it thinks it needs to happen and what its human masters have set its parameters at. My alter ego. Yeah, I'll see. Again, this is not an anti-AI rant. It's just in my view, it's a tool. So can we use this tool? Maybe it's effectively. If you're in GarageBand or Logic, and I presume some of the other DAWs that I'm not familiar with, there is some very limited AI built into those for the drummer in GarageBand, for bass player, keyboards, drummer, etc. in Logic. And again, it's based on patterns and everything. You have some rudimentary controls of it, but it's not writing music. It's like, okay, you told me you're in this key. Here's the chords you say you're playing in. Okay, how about this? Mathematically, this makes sense for a piano part, And again, if that is helpful to you and you can use that, go for it, all over it. I think that's cool, which kind of leads me, this is a nice segue by me, to myself. The last one I'm going to share, and this is our friend Jade Star, and who really, actually I've got two clips from Jade, really got into, what can we do with this thing as a musician? What kind of tool? And I'll set this one up a little bit. She had just played the acoustic version of Me and My Brain, one of my favorite songs that she does. It's just, for me, that is one of the best songs I've ever heard. I love that song because it's so real, the emotional power of it. So she played it, recorded it, and she's like, okay, here's my song. Let's see what Suno can do with this.
So, what I did during this week was I created a version of the piano over here. So let's get in before we start the clock. So here is what I've done. So I had to work out all the chords and get them spot on.
I think I'm going to roll with Blake for this one. Let's drop our file in
Oh,
here.
God, fucking ads.
Hit convert and see how this went.
All right.
And then break this down into chords. So this is all done in Logic. Of course, it's all my song, but I want to put this very simple piano track into these AI things and see what it can do. Is it smart? Suno, as we worked out on the show I did, is incredibly stupid. It is dumb, and it's virtually a slot machine, right? You pay to use it, and then everything you generate is like a pull of the handle, and you don't know if you're going to win or not. It's ridiculous. It's so gamified, and that's not the way to make music, man. It just isn't. Thank you, Frank, for the gifted memberships. You rock. Very frustrating, right? Because you generate something and then it doesn't come back right, and then you've got to put more coins in. And what a terrible way to make music, really. Like, sure, you can say the technology is wonderful and it gives people a chance to make music who can't, and that's nice. And all of the other things I've talked about with AI is, firstly, the environment, man. Every time I'm going to generate something, it is fucking destroying the planet. It is using energy. It is using water on such a level just to make something that it possibly won't work. That's really troubling. Forget the ethics of like how much music is scraped and people who aren't musicians who are making this and releasing this stuff on and clogging up Spotify, all that stuff. The energy, man, it's just perplexing. And I feel really bad contributing to this, but here's the deal. I paid my money for this piece of shit, and I'm going to get what I can out of it before it runs out, because I'm certainly not signing up for it and continuing on paying these people. So here we go. Before we start the clock, here's the piano that I've made. Very simple. But I wanted to understand the chords. God, these chords were hard to work out. I don't know what to say. Feels like I'm going insane from constantly fighting the pain of the loneliness of me and my brain. Right? It's all in here, even the middle section, this whole the bottom of your well. Inhale the.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop there for just a second and amplify a couple things that Jade said there. Fantastic that, that's just the honest appraisal of what you're dealing with AI. The amount of energy that it takes to generate these things, and of course, we all think we want to drive electric cars or whatever. Well, here in the U.S., the grid can barely keep up as is. Forget it in certain places in Europe. So the amount of power it takes, water resources, okay. You set all that aside, and what are we doing with it? Is it a tool that's useful? And I'll go ahead, I'm skip ahead a little bit in this video, and just so you can hear a little bit of what Jade created. I don't want to steal her whole show, because she's been doing, as she pointed out, she's been doing this a while. And, Jade is my go-to for new tech and things that are going on, because she's living that stuff. I don't have time for that. I'm basically going to pay attention to people who are on that bleeding edge and go, oh, they found this out. Okay. Can I use this? Does this apply to me? Et cetera, et cetera. So, let me skip ahead just a little bit. And just so you can kind of hear what Suno came up with. So here, we're going to jump to right here. And this is the part, Jade is literally scratching her head. So
I tried to keep it as simple as possible. So first, what we're going to do, we're going to head over here to the desktop. Let me bounce over. We've got two of these today. So this is Moises. Oops, wrong button. This is Moises over here. Moises is kind of different. It has track separation. I'm going to do a full show on this soon. This is a little bit different than Suno. It's not as like for like cheating making music. So you've got track separation. I've already done a show on Moises, so you can put your own music in and stem split, right? So that's not a new technology anymore. Then you have this AI Studio here, where it's kind of like voice memos, where you put in a track and you can generate other instruments around it. We've got Voice Studio. I won't be using this, but I'll be using this on the members stream this week, where you can put in vocals and generate singers from all this wonderful list of singers that you have here. All right. It's pretty cool. You've got AI mastering here. You've got AI lyric writing. So it's a bit deeper than Suno anyway. So we're going to start over here. We're going to set the clock. Thank you, Jenny. And let's do it. Let's set the clock. Ready to go.
We're going to jump just a little bit.
We're going to hit OK, and it creates this brand new project. I can add it. James has got good use out of this. I've got good use out of Moises. Thomas puts a link here. Moises, Leela's user. I've got no complaints about Moises. It's really great for stem separation, for creating karaoke tracks and all that kind of stuff. So I'll definitely doing another show on it very soon, possibly this weekend.
I'll stop this for a second here. And since Jade is in the chat, what is your thoughts on this program versus what Logic can do? Because you can stem split in Logic as well. Do you think this does a better job than Logic, or I'm just curious what your thoughts are. And I'll give it a second for. Yeah, I'll put this up. Well, and I mean, that's telling that, that Jade is pretty on record of going, I don't think this is good. I don't think it does a good job. I don't hope I'm not putting words in your mouth, Jade. But, the companies are like, well, okay, fair enough, but we want the coverage, look at it. And there's where I'm driving at. This may be useful for the stem splitting. Like in my case, I love banjo. Banjo kicks ass. I don't own a banjo. Even if I owned a banjo, I can't play banjo. So if I had the ability to say, here's the chords I want it to play, here's the song and everything, and it could generate some basic, banjo licks in the background for little snippets, that'd be cool. I would dig that, and I could find use for that. Excuse me, little things like that. Okay, so there's the answers. I still prefer Logic, and I thought that was going to be your answer, but all right. Well, I'm not going to belabor this a whole lot more. Jade did this. I learned a lot on this particular show, and this was, let me just let you guys know. This was the Creative Hour number 24. Me and my AI brain with Suno. Jade sets the clock, gives herself a 1 hour challenge to do this. This show was fantastic. There was another one that she did, that got into Suno and the generative audio workstation. And this was episode 1820 S13 on how to app for iOS. So if you're interested in dipping your toe in this stuff, I'd urge you to go check out what Jade is doing on that. And to a lesser extent, Pete has covered it a little bit too. And but Pete kind of ran you down. Here's what it is, here's what it isn't, that kind of stuff. Learn to play banjo? Yeah, probably not. Hey, you know what? Rather than me paraphrasing, let's get it straight from the, I don't want to say the horse's mouth, but straight from the source. Everybody say hi to Jade Starr. Hello, Jade.
Chris.
How
I was
are
in
you?
here anyway. I was in the studio.
Yeah, okay.
Mate.
Here,
Does
I'm
it
going to do
sound good?
this.
Is everything all right?
That's good. All right, now people can see you, and I'll cover myself up with the comments.
Hey, everybody.
So was that a fairly fair paraphrasing of some of the things that you've discovered? And
Listen, I'm so, yeah. AI. Here's the thing, right? Like I wrote in chat just then. I've got there's a company called Ace Music AI, Ace Studio AI. They've reached out to me recently and they're like, hey, we love your content. We'd love you to talk about our stuff. And I was like, you haven't watched my content, have you, at all?
Yeah.
I can tell by the email it says, Dear Creator.
Yeah, oh, I love those personal ones.
Yeah. But I took a risk and I wrote back. I was like, yeah, sure. Hey, look, here's the deal though, dear creator. I don't pre-record stuff, so you ain't going to get to see what I'm doing. So what I say is what I say. If you can deal with that, then you're going to have to. I've seen other people cover that thing as well too, and they were very blunt and said it sucked. It doesn't all suck. I've had it for 2 weeks and I'm getting ready to do a show on it. There's a lot of really good stuff. I guess, and I've had people call me a hypocrite too because I use AI art in my thumbnails, but not all of the thumbnails. And I mean, you have to take a look at the thumbnails closely to see what's going on. Some of them are completely generated, and it says it. It's in the description. I say it. But a lot of them have parts of generated stuff, right? So you upload your own photo and create a virtual you, and then you can save that to memory and use that, but you're still making the backgrounds. And right, so I think all of this stuff can be used 100% by mixing it up with your own talent. You've got to be talented and if you're not talented, get talented, right? It's like so. There's a big lawsuit that went down this week, big one, between UMG and Udio, and Udio caved, and they paid off the record label, and now all the users are sitting there complaining, going, "Fuck you, we don't like you anymore." And one of the comments I saw really made me laugh. It was like, "I've spent 18 months generating music. Musicians like me are hurting." And it's like, you're not a musician, mate. Like, you could have spent 18 months picking up a guitar and learning, right? That's your fault. There's 18 months of your life wasted generating stuff. My biggest problem, there's only two problems I have with it, Chris, and it is the energy consumption.
Yeah,
And it's the fraud. It's the fraud. There's a lot of fraud. There's a lot of people passing themselves off as, "Oh, no, I made this and I am this." And you're lying. And not only that, it hurts me to see so many people in our community who work there. We work our asses off to make music for ourselves and then to share. And then when people say, "No, I made this," and they lock in their claws and go, "No, 100%, I'm going to lock in. I made this. It is me." Then I used to get very angry about it, and now I just sit there and go to bed smiling, going, "You got to look in the mirror, bitch."
Yeah, I think that the disingenuousness, that's the part I don't care for. Again, if you're honest about, "I did parts of this," or, okay, that part is all right. I do computer art for my job,
Yep.
but I don't pass it off as, something that should hang in the Louvre or anything. I did it, I generated it, but is it fine art? No, it is not.
It's hard too, Chris, because here's the thing, and people have, I have had some people attack me in my comment sections about using AI generated art. And again, but when you look at the percentage, it's mainly 2 shows a week I use it on. And it is like the creative hour, because and every photo is some crazy thing of monster guitars with teeth chasing me against the clock.
I mean, come on.
Right? But every other app that I cover is an image of the app and either a cartoon picture of me pointing or real pictures of me. It's
right.
It is what it is, right? And the thing is with art is there's no central copyright system for art.
No.
Art is so subjective that it is hung in galleries and it is sold in auctions. And even NFTs came along. Remember NFTs? They were a thing.
Yeah.
And people were buying digital works of these things and they weren't real. And I didn't see the uproar about that. I saw a lot of people get scammed and lose all their fucking money.
Yeah. Well, there was that.
So art's incredibly hard to copyright.
Yeah.
So there's that. And with all the talk of AI, everyone's forgotten that even years before AI, Google went into all the libraries in all the world and put every book in a goddamn photocopier and sucked all that up and put it out there for free, completely destroying copyright.
Yes.
And with AI music too, the difference is why these lawsuits are important is because they basically used your music, my music, everybody's music, sucked it all up and used it to train these models. And only now the labels are stepping in. But this is the thing. Everyone's thinking the labels are stepping in to save us from AI.
No, they don't give a shit about us. They never have.
And look, if you've been following this AI thing, this is what's going to happen. I'm telling you. You can mark my words. A year ago, me and Pete did a show, and we read out the entire court claim against these AI companies. And nearly everything we said has come to fruition. Right? We were pretty spot on. And I'm going to go out there on the line and say this right now. This is what is going to happen. And it's this, I talked about it with Pete on the show we did today. The way Spotify began was through the record labels coming together in back rooms and propping up Spotify and building it up to be this thing that we now know today has the monopoly on streaming.
Right.
That's how it happened. The same thing is going on right now in closed rooms, backroom deals with OpenAI and all the 3 majors. And that is why the majors are suing Udio and Suno so they can get control. And then they're going to release OpenAI, ChatGPT, or Sora with their video stuff. They're going to release a generative music thing very soon, and it will have the backing of all three labels. That's what's coming. It just is coming because ultimately, what Pete said about AI is not ever going to reach general intelligence. And if you're still believing that, I don't know what to tell you. It's not smart. It's never going to... the only place it can actually learn from itself is coding. Coding is I think AI and coding is very useful. I can see, apart from the people who are doing it, losing their jobs now. Because I saw somebody make an app yesterday. They basically made the Netflix app, the login page to Netflix, and it looks exactly the same, and it takes all your details and looks like it's logged you in, but in fact, it's just taken all your details to your account. And they made that in ChatGPT in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the scary shit. That's more scary than bloody AI music.
Hey, there's a lot of times that I just want to be a mountain man and go off in a cabin in the woods and chop wood and play my acoustic guitar and be done with technology, because it moves far too fast for the legal system. The legal system is slow and moribund, and just the tech has lapped it 20 times since that is out of the barn. That's never gonna. The laws cannot get on top of it. So I noticed one of the European countries.
They don't want to. That's the thing.
I want to say Sweden, but one of them that is like basically they're saying your likeness and everything, you own that. You are copyrighted and it can't be used. I don't know how the hell you enforce that, even if they do that. But
the problem is, especially in America at the moment, is the investment in AI. Mm-hmm. I looked at the GDP of America. They released the stuff a couple of weeks ago, and it was like 2 point whatever. But nearly all of that, 99% of that GDP was AI investment. And it worked out the rest of the GDP advance was like 0.1%. So it is a bubble at the moment. And unfortunately, the reason why the governments don't want to put a halt to AI is because they are using it as a tool to keep us at each other and confused and keep people misled. And so they're actually getting a lot of good use out of it. So why would they want to take away something that's benefiting them, and they're all getting rich from it? That's the thing. And so they don't want to move. It's like this has happened before, Chris. None of this is new. Every technology that comes along, we all fight back against it, and the people who are behind it reap the rewards the most. And, job
a big part of my real job is historical research, history.
Yes.
And this has happened. All the Renaissance was this. The Industrial Revolution was this. The space race, on and on and on. This ain't nothing new under the sun.
I mean,
Shakespeare wrote that, but of course he stole it from the Bible. So it wasn't new.
I think for AI, for everybody, is when this music thing is going to be like a piss in the ocean compared to what's coming when this bubble bursts.
Yeah. Well, and it's we care about it. We're passionate because we're musicians,
Yeah. I mean, but like when everybody can't pay their rent and eat their bills because the bubble bursts and the banks come and there's a huge financial crash from it. I think that's the Skynet that everybody's just going to be. I mean, we've seen this again. This ain't new. This is 20-year cycles. We've seen the .com bust. We've seen the housing bust. And people don't actually seem to learn from that. They just continue to invest in something that they know is hot air and it's going to explode at some point. And the banks are going to benefit from it. Everyone's going to benefit from it at the top and the casualties below.
Well,
so
you'll benefit if you
thing.
You get out at the top of the bubble, take your money then. And because it will decline. Well, anyway, that was there's our AI thoughts, boys and girls. So, in a quick shell, you know, if it helps you write a cool drum part, okay. You know,
Oh, look, can I say one thing? I'm covering this Ace Studio AI, and I did a song with Denise Lance, and for the Music for Life album, and she has a cerebral palsy, so much so she, you know, barely can speak properly, and you know, is high all over the place, right? She does,
Right.
She can type with it. She puts her iPad on the floor and types with her feet, and she wants to be a fucking musician. She has like a million PhDs. This woman's utterly intelligent beyond belief, but she wants to make music. And she uses something like Ace Studio AI, where she is literally with her toes in this studio, punching in the notes like MIDI notes, and then putting in the words and able to sing. And she actually trained her voice by talking into the thing and training it. And it's literally her. For that application, wow. Well, they have literally given somebody a voice singing who never dreamed they could. So with the good, there's the bad. Yeah.
yeah.
the
Well, and
bad,
that's
there's
it.
the good.
And we need to, you know, watch that kind of thing. You know, that
Sure.
again, for people with disabilities and everything, this has the potential to be life changing. And so, okay.
But yeah, the amount of time you can take to become a prompter, you can pick up a guitar and learn a scale. It's amazing what you can learn in 6 months.
To me, it would seem a lot less frustrating, frankly, but you know, maybe not. I don't know. It's been a long time since I started learning guitar, so.
And I agree with Frank being kind. I've been a little bit mean, but again, I've been mean to people who I feel are lying. And, you know, we all get defensive sometimes about the things that we feel like we've made. And you know, as a musician, you make stuff and you put it out there, and you don't want people to not like it. But I think, you know, we're a pretty accepting community here.
Yeah,
More so
exactly.
than
By and large,
many
just
others.
and
Yeah.
that's the thing. Just be real about what you're doing.
And my new show that I'm going to be doing, playing music once a month, you know, the Claw show where we're going to grab you by the balls. I'm going to allow AI music. I don't care.
Okay.
If you want to send it in, you send it in. I'm going to play it, not a problem. You just got to be a member to do so. And when I review it, I'll just say your music's balls. But I'm going to say everybody's music's balls, just to be fair, because there's no favorites.
There you go. Yeah, just again, that's the Marine Corps philosophy. They don't discriminate. They treat everyone like shit.
Exactly. I decided to do a show playing music because we can't do the roast anymore. Yeah, I just feel like we can't do it anymore. It's
No,
not the
I
same
agree.
without Dot. So we'll invent something else that Dot would have loved anyway. All of us sitting around talking about balls. You know, she'd love
I
it.
know Dot was all about the balls.
Oh yeah. Speaking
was-
of, there's Russ.
Hey, Russ, what's going on? Good to see you. Yeah, I was plugging the album at the beginning of the show, so we know we're on track for the Cancer for Life, and I'm pretty excited to be a part of it. And I know other people that are too. So, and the
I
last
just got
two
my
albums
songs in. Just got them in.
yeah. You didn't use your special privilege, did you?
I've still got one more I haven't finished, Chris, but yeah, we'll see.
I told
doesn't-
everybody that it's done, and you.
Yeah, but I'm like doing the stuff. I'm working, you know.
Yeah, I know.
So I'll be
But I got to bust your.
putting everyone else first, and if I really have to get in the last minute, that's okay. You know, we're the ones. I don't even think Russ has started his song yet.
Well, okay. See how Russ. Well, again, he gets special dispensation. So hey,
Exactly.
Russ.
We
Well, I'm
put
sorry you're
everyone
in
else
pain.
first. Yeah. It's been hard listening to Russ. You know, Russ doesn't complain at all.
No.
Russ is just not that person. But we sit on Clubhouse and I hear him turning over and going, oh, and I'm like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So
that
I just
sucks.
compensate and say, Russ, stop being weak. You're a total and that makes him feel so much better.
Yeah. Well, that's what you know.
That's what friends
Absolutely.
are
I
for.
can't talk nice to Dom. I talk nice to Dom, and he gets weird. I have to tell him that he sucks.
You
And
know,
he's-
hanging out with Dom last week was so good after we had
Wasn't it
Kev
fun?
and everybody. It was, and I'll tell you what, I reached out to Naya Medved, and we had a phone call after that.
nice.
We spoke for about an hour, and you had mentioned she was doing stand-up comedy, and
Yes.
she is. If you guys don't know who Naya is, she's one of my favorite artists, and she's coming back on the Creator Rewind. We're going to have that very soon, maybe in a week or two.
Fantastic. Oh, good.
And me and her are going to work on a song together.
Even better.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
That's cool. Oh, she is lovely, lovely people. Yeah, her and I had a little note the other day and just kind of checking in with one another. And
She's
again,
beautiful.
she's so nice. She's got her things. She's asking how I'm doing. Like, screw me. How are you doing?
Yeah, it was really nice to catch up. And if you haven't heard her music, because a lot of people who are kind of new have missed, some of the years back when things were really pumping. But she dropped a beautiful new song this
Oh,
week.
it was wonderful. Yeah.
Far out. A good message for everybody.
Yeah, I'm just going to see real quick if I've got her link handy. Unless probably Hubs can beat me to it. But if you can grab Naya's link real quick, and because I bet a bunch of people in the chat are not familiar with her. If you're not familiar, I urge you to get familiar. She is a lovely, lovely human being and a super talented musician. Again, she's a brilliant woman. Was a
Yeah.
veterinarian before her health forced her to retire, and
I don't think there's much she can't do. She's one of those people, she's whatever she sets her mind to, picks it up, does it, right?
well,
love
she
those
was.
people.
I can't remember if it was 7 languages or 9 languages that she's taught herself how to speak. I mean, she speaks English better than I speak English, and that's her third language or fourth language. It's kind of stupid.
I think me and her are going to have a brainstorm this week. We're going to jump on a StreamYard and start throwing our ideas around. And I love that. She's one of those dream people I'd love to work with, So
Yeah.
dream for me come true. And to have her come back on, I'm very privileged, because she doesn't mean well. She's dealing with some heavy shit, man.
Yeah.
Like many are.
Yep. Unfortunately, that is very common in our community as older folks and got some issues. I'm fine.
Dying over here.
Yeah. There we go. Thank you, Gary. You rock.
Did I not bring my vape in here? Unbelievable.
See how you are? I brought my coffee.
I can't live without my vape, I'm telling you. I'll just suck it straight from the bottle.
Yeah.
Did you see? Can we talk about a bit of guitar gear for a second, Chris?
Please.
Recently,
We love guitar gear.
I've covered these things recently. The Tonex, right? Tonex pedal.
Yeah.
Yesterday, IK Multimedia dropped a brand new Tonex thing. It's called the Tonex Plug, and it's just a guitar jack with a little piece of plastic on the end. Jack it into your guitar. 30 presets built into it, straight into a pair of headphones, and it comes with an app. Goodness me! And
No kidding.
it looks very, very cool.
That's handy.
I've already hit him up and said, "Can I have one, please?" So I'm waiting to hear back. Very, very interesting. No, it's not something you could use for a gig, I don't think, but for sitting around in the house and just plugging it in and having your headphones with killer tones. Wow.
Yeah, I think experimenting with sounds, that's a thing that I go through a lot is like, I hear a certain guitar sound in my head and then I spend an hour trying to dial it in.
Yeah.
So that would be handy. I've got to trying to save my cash to get the Boston emulation. They got the MRX pedal and there's the plug-in that you reviewed on your show. And there's one other thing that, kind of gives you that Boston guitar sound, which is what I grew up with. And I love that sound.
Oops.
The Rockman.
There it is. Look at this little thing.
Oh, that's cool.
Tiny. And the little jack folds up.
Okay.
Good
So
Lord.
what's the jack out? Can you put it
just
conceivably into a
headphones?
DAW?
headphones and USB-C. It is a an interface as well. So straight into an interface.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could use it live, really, with a stereo headphone jack out but it's made of plastic. It's not really made for the road, and I don't see it being good for that. But you could, if you're in a pinch, right? So
Well,
you couldn't really use a foot switch. Well, you may be able to. I don't know yet. We'll see when I get it. If you can connect a Bluetooth foot switch to it or something. Yeah, Dan did a video on it. Everyone did a video on it yesterday. I always hate it when they drop new things, Chris, because I see all my friends' channels do videos on it because it drops that minute and then all their videos release. And it reminds me how unimportant I am to OK Multimedia that they haven't sent me one. And I have to beg for it.
wah, wah, wah. Yeah.
Please.
Can I have one too, please? All the other cool kids got one.
I know.
Yeah. Hey, Les Nagey, how you doing, man? I saw a couple new people in the stream. Doug Kidder's here.
I'm going to grab my vape.
Yeah, you grab your vape and I'll say hi to a couple people while we're rolling along here. The aforementioned Russ 8889, great album, man. I talked about Cat Named Vienna at the beginning of the show too. Urge people go pick up that album. It is fantastic. You will like it. Or if you don't, I don't know how to help you. Hey, 79 Trenches here, or Treach. Good to see you. Saw somebody else. UK Chris is here. Chris, the singer. I think that's everybody. If I missed you, I apologize. Oh, there's the other one. Yep, Alice in Underland. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us on the show. Appreciate it. So yeah, I talked a little bit about Halloween. I had a great time hanging out with you on Lori's show on Halloween. That was a kick in the pants.
Well, you look like you had a good time because you didn't have anything really covering your face or obscuring you. And I stupidly chose a costume that just was not fun to wear. And I'm sure James Myers was exactly that. And I just feel terrible for Plate Face, who had to sit there with
Plate
two plates
Face
glued to his head or her head. I don't know what the hell Plate Face was.
Glued or stapled. It was, yeah, one of those. Yeah. Plate
It
Face.
was some weird shit.
That was, yeah, that was. Yeah,
I thought Manny's costume was amazing. Whoever that was who came as Manny from the
it was
Lillipillies.
a dead ringer
Uncanny.
from Manny of the Lillipillies.
Uncanny, yeah.
I mean, it looked just like him.
Yeah, and then when I pointed it out, he said all I needed to do was have a Lillipillies cap, which I've got one, and I put it on later, and I didn't look like Manny from the Lillipillies.
Yeah, again, the props help, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy just had the right facial structure and everything.
Yep, he's even Italian.
Had the
as
voice
well.
down.
Yep, unbelievable.
Not easy to do.
No, it's a mix. It's like Mario from Nintendo and an Australian together.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we
Hey,
cancelled yet?
It was a good time. Well, and that makes 2 Halloweens. I don't think I'll ever live down the last year's Halloween, the
Well,
6.5 hour.
look, you've got to have at least one of those on the
Yeah.
internet. I've had one. I think
It
I had
was
one
fun.
I had one on one of Hippie's shows where I got so slurry drunk on Christmas that
Yeah.
that was a bad time.
Yeah, well, we've all had at least one where we were overserved and somehow thought it was a good idea to get on YouTube.
Yeah. Fuck. Yeah, I don't think unless I do have plans to Gladys is doing a show Christmas. So yes, I've been Gladys
Christmas
is,
was Gladys. That will be
yeah.
fantastic.
Once a year now. Once a year, And no eating ridiculous food.
Okay, good. I was feeling bad for Gladys. That was
That
the poor
era's
dear. I
done.
mean, that at her age, eating that kind of stuff, I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah. And her mind wasn't very good after it as well. Afterwards, whoever that is.
Indeed, yeah. Hugh yeah, that looked painful. But again, to get the meat cleaver out and do that for Halloween, good on you. I'm sure he's stopped bleeding by now.
I thought he came as Cleaver Beaver. God.
He was Cleaver and Butthead. I don't know. Clevis
So
and Butthead.
was anyone else coming up here today? That's where you put the link up.
I don't know if I think Lori. I should mention Lori, you quitter. She's going on vacation for the next 2 weeks. She's gonna have a good time. So I will be doing a little bit of stand-in for Lori tomorrow night. It's the happy hour Mishmash Takeover Edition. So we're going to fill a little bit of that time between Pole Vault Show and Gary Hubbs, the Parking Lot Warrior. So
Good.
Pole Vault and I are going to kind of split the time up a little bit. He's going to go a little longer. I'm going to take part of Lori's normal show, and then we'll get you to the Parking Lot Warrior. So the Friday entertainment train will roll on per schedule. You'll just have a different conductor for part of it.
Nice. Good.
And
I
it'll be
saw-
the usual, panel come on and chat. So now, of course, I've got to get a wheel and invent a stupid game. We will not be doing kinda okie. That won't happen.
Really?
Yeah, I just.
You don't enjoy shitty
Oh, I love doing it, but I'm not going to find a song and get it. That's,
Oh, look, there
that's
she is. She's
too
there.
much work.
See, you say her name and she appears like
I know, it's like
weird.
Beetlejuice.
You say her name and all of a sudden
I gotta get off.
it's like she's there with you, getting off.
Yeah. Indeed. Pie-faced. Yeah, if you don't want plate-faced, pie-faced.
I think Plateface should have their own show
Yeah, I would watch that.
on the Friday train, slotted in somewhere, a half an hour of Plateface giving us their philosophy
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
on how to be a better person.
yeah.
A topic each week from Plateface. I would watch that.
Absolutely. And you're right, Lori. Nobody works harder than you do. I do not. I freely admit I do not kind of put that kind of effort in because
You
know.
changed your thumbnail this week.
I
Now,
know.
I hope that wasn't anything I said.
No, it was because I thought, oh, hey, I should change it. And I generated. I went, well, this is shit. So, okay. So,
I wasn't trying to tell you to do it.
no, every once in a while you gotta do it. And I just, again, I'm a publisher. I use templates all the time. Every once in a while you need to throw out your template and do a new template, right? So, I probably need to update the look a little bit, and I'll get around to it. I promise.
It was funny because I saw the new thumbnail and I went, "Oh man, now I feel bad." and then today I logged into YouTube and I saw the old thumbnail, right, which is for tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I thought, "Oh, he's changed it back." I didn't click that you were doing the show. I'm like, "Damn, he changed it back. He wasn't happy with it." And then I realized it was
No,
something else.
what happened is I had the other one handy. I'm like, okay, I'll just put text on it. I'm done. I had
Easy.
I had 15 minutes to do it, and like, here we go, because I had to. The real job is I could spend a lot of time on it sometimes, and I'm in one of those. I've got to get this book done before the end of the year because I need the money.
Yeah, right. Talking of thumbnails, I use an app called Superimpose X on my iPad. And here am I going on about thumbnails last week. And anyway, I stupidly updated to iOS 26.1 this week. There's been some problems, but we're through it. We're kind of through it. But one of them was that now Superimpose X doesn't allow me to go in and edit text.
What?
It stopped editing. Like I'd click on it and it wouldn't let me go in to edit it. I'd just tap on it. I tried everything. I tried every single thing. And I wrote to the developer and was like, listen, man, you need to fix this, right? I rely on this really bad. Can you fix it? And I sent him a video and everything because there's no point just sending an email. You got to show proof of what's going on so he can
Yeah.
debug. And he gets back to me and says, "Oh, I'll put you on the beta and we'll work through it together." I'm like, "Oh, I don't have time to do this, but whatever." And we got it going kind of. And then I worked it out. All it was this new thing on iOS, this windowing like Mac. You can window apps and have multiple apps on the screen. When you turn that off, it works. And when you turn the windowing back on, it doesn't work. So it was something to do with iOS that was triggering this. Anyway, he got it fixed and I was able to tap it and, oh, wow, I can edit and type in the new thing. What I didn't do, Chris, was hit enter at any stage to make sure the text actually changed when I hit enter. So I said, "It's all good. Let's go." And so he updated it. It became available on the App Store. And then the next day I logged in, went to type it in, hit enter, and it didn't update. And I'm like, "Oh, shit, it's still not fixed."
Oh, no.
Oh, man. Beta testing and just dealing. So
Yeah, it's
thumbnails this
brutal.
week have been the bane of my existence. Trust me on that.
Yeah, I as a publisher, okay, I didn't have internet for a day and a half last week. Brutal. I mean, I'm editing by hand and I could work, but not having access to the internet at the speed that I needed was brutal.
Yeah.
And so when Apple does an update, I will not update
Oh, same. here.
until I'm done with all my projects and I know that I have at least 2 weeks, that I don't have any deadlines, I don't have to get anything turned in. And then and usually by then, the worst of the bugs, everybody else found all the bugs and they've been fixed. And then I can get on and do it. But this is a long-time Mac user, and we would have guys in the company back in the day that couldn't, brand new update. And then we'd be pulling our hair out for 2 weeks because we couldn't get jobs out the door.
True.
So I learned the hard way. Don't do it.
Oh, yeah. And I normally don't update until there's so 26 1 dot something. So at least a second dot after it. But this time around, I saw a lot of positive things. And it is actually all right. The one thing I really wanted to update for on iOS, there's been a long-standing problem with audio connecting your interface to iOS. Whenever you switch between doors, so if I go from Logic and then open GarageBand, then open a different door, you have to turn on and off the interface. With iOS 26, they've introduced a little control now that you can have multiple interfaces plugged in, pick the one you want at any time, and then save it to that door. So every time you open the door, it knows to just use that interface. So that was really...
That's pretty cool.
really good. I really wanted that. So everything else has worked. I haven't had any problems, but I am, I say it all the time on my channel. Don't update, wait, let everybody else go through the bullshit. Most of the time you don't need the stuff that they're offering anyway. It really is a pain in the ass. And it's a bit different on Windows. If you're still using Windows, anybody out there, you know the deal. You go to bed, leave your computer on, come out the next day. Oh, it's updated overnight.
Yeah.
I wonder what treasures are left for me.
Yeah, and then it's like, nothing works. What happened?
All the
Yeah.
audio is messed up. What's going on?
Yeah. It was.
I haven't updated my Mac either. Like I'm still on the last year's thing. I'm not doing that for
Yeah,
at least another 2 months.
Yeah, I'm a little more up to date. Let's see. I'm running Sequoia 15.6. So I think there's one update past that.
We have somebody in the community who's just got a new Mac too.
That's right.
Yes.
If our friend out there is listening, you're going to love it.
When he eventually gets around to turning it on.
Yeah. He's got it set up on the desk. It looks nice.
And you know what? This is the thing too. People move at their own pace. I think
Yes.
we've got to remember this, right? And
Yeah.
you can't get too upset with people and be like, "But you've got this new computer. Why aren't you?" Let people do it at their pace, man. Right?
Well, and
Because-
this will represent going from running a PC to Mac, that's a very different culture, very
It
different. So
It's
yeah,
a
I mean,
it's a very different beast. Absolutely.
I have to, whenever I get on a PC, I really have to think about what I'm doing because I'm just so used to doing it Mac style.
I'm the opposite. PC, I'm rocking. I can do everything I want. I get on a Mac and I just go, oh, everything's backwards again. It's cool. I still know how to use it, but
Yeah.
I feel like I have to reverse my brain. Just
Well,
everything
yeah,
is-
they're just, it's a
the
different
opposite way.
mindset. They,
yeah.
they operate different and
Macs are much better in my opinion, but I would never use one for streaming. It's just me.
Yeah, well,
I
and
don't know why.
and it makes sense. I mean, for me, it's my all-in-one, so streaming
sure.
it, that's what it does. But yeah, I think there's probably better solutions than. I'm sure there's lots of people that use Macs for streaming, but
Yeah.
they've got their OBS figured out, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, OBS, good times with OBS. We love OBS. Mr. Clean was disturbingly obsessive about cleanliness. That is true. Are you that obsessive about cleanliness in real life compared to your friend Mr. Clean?
Oh God, no. If you publishing is messy business. If you saw my office, you'd go, "How do you find manuscripts and everything?" It's like, I just know where they are. Oh no, yeah, Mr. Clean that was a character played by me, but that's not
What?
me.
Wow, now the illusion is complete.
I know I know. Well, I knew just for shock value, seeing me with no hair was going to be worth the
It
price
was
of
so
admission
good.
right there.
So good. And it was possibly the best bald cap I've ever seen. And I hear that you did go through many of them.
Yeah, that was bald cap number 5 that I finally, and it wasn't, I needed some of that spirit gum to get it stuck down here a little bit.
Yes.
I used like hair mousse or something. I got my wife's like, what's kind of sticky? And that worked okay. But yeah, I needed the spirit gum. But
'Cause you
I
don't
was
want
actually
flaps on
able to
your
get all
face.
my hair under there.
Yeah, look, that's an amazing feat in itself.
Well, yeah, the bald cap mark 1 through 4, I'd get it on and then it would split. Like, okay, well,
Like we said, look, I used to buy a lot of tricks and stuff, and I just still do collect a lot of masks. And I used to, like nails through the finger and ice blocks with flies in them. That was my thing when I was a kid. My mum would take me to the joke shop and buy all that stuff.
oh yeah,
They don't make bald wigs like they used to, unless you're going to spend a pretty penny. And there are some good ones for like $150, but
yeah. Well, that was the funny thing. I bought 2 cheap ones and then I spent more money and they didn't work. This one I actually got at Spirit Halloween and they had 5 or 6 different ones. This was mid-level and I think this was 20 something. And I thought, I'm going to take a shot. Like,
and
so it was less than one of the ones that split, but
oh wow, there you go.
and for, if I get 1 or 2 out of it, I've money well spent, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Doug, I have no idea why you were in so much pain on that day, unless he's admitting to being somebody. Or,
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. He just said his mask. That could have been a couple different people. So
right, yeah. I still think he should have a show. It's please. I'm begging you, Doug. Do a show. Do a 30-minute show each week, and I'll be there. You need a moderator? I'm there. I'm there.
yeah, that was impressive.
Yeah.
It was all impressive. It was fun. It was fun that it fell on a Friday and everybody, all the shows got to participate. Valerie and Smith had a great show, great costumes. Now this will be weird. Mr. Smith was wearing a mask. So, yeah.
So just another day.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Halloween
Tuesday.
every day.
Yeah, for Smith. I gotta say, sometimes I'm just dumb. and Pete's costume came on, and he's doing the drum thing and everything, and he had his mask on, and then he left the show, and I went, "Oh, he was being Mr. Smith."
Yeah.
Took me the whole 30 minutes he was on, and then I finally figured it out. Again, sometimes I'm just dumb.
No, there's a running joke on Pete's show. I've been on a moderator on Pete's show for many, many years now, probably 7 or 8 years. And we always say, whenever Pete tries to do an accent, everybody in the chat goes, "Stop, please, don't." He's got one accent, and that's Adelaide. G'day, everybody. Pete Johns here from Studio Live. That's his accent. And every accent he does sounds like, "G'day, everybody. Pete Johns here, studio." And especially trying to do a northerner. Right? A northern, English northerner. No, it wasn't very convincing. I only got it because of the drums behind him.
See, this is what I'm saying. I'm dumb. Even that, he gave every hint in the world, and I just...
It's hard because, Pete's very Pete. There's only one Pete.
There's only one Pete. Yeah, I saw Pete.
I think you should have come as Repeater Pan.
There you go.
Just said one word over and over again. Do you want to hear something really funny?
Of course.
You may remember this. People in the chat may remember this. If you've been on the internet for a long time, there used to be this character. Remember when the internet first happened? It was the Wild Wild West. There was GeoCities websites. Internet was it 1.0?
Yeah.
And
GeoCities. Oh my God.
There used to be these photos of this guy called the Real Peter Pan.
I don't remember that.
His name, what is his name? Oh my Lord, GeoCities, and what this guy was, he used to just prance around as Peter Pan, and I just remember when I first got on the internet, there was this guy, and he's always prancing and doing these photos of him, and here he is, Peter Pan's homepage, and he was like the first meme on the internet. The first meme ever, and his website was pixieland.org. Anyway, I found his website last night, and he's like 70 years old now and still living his best life as bloody Peter Pan.
All right. Well, God bless him.
Right? How amazing. Right? And he's actually a musician. And this photo used to stick with me so much. I think, is he floating? How is he doing that? But it turns out, right, so this guy, he's now 70 and he's still living this Peter Pan thing. He's been on Conan O'Brien. He's been around, and he releases music, and he does covers of like Pink Floyd and stuff. And his music is fucking cool. It's like really, really good, even though that's what he looks like.
With a Les Paul, a gold top, no less.
Oh man! And I joined his Facebook last night just to see what this guy's doing. And he had all these questions to do on his Facebook page that were like, "Why are you joining? How long have you been a fan of Peter Pan?" It's like he fully grilled you. I reckon he must get a lot of people.
It probably gets a lot.
You're a bloody fairy, mate.
Yeah, trolls. Yeah.
It's one of the first things I remember being a viral thing on the internet when I was, when the internet first started. And it's just amazing to know that this guy's still going. That's commitment. I love that. I love people.
Well, like we talked about, we are fans of, if you're going to do a bit, commit to the bit.
To the bit. Absolutely.
And that's why I was big props to Michael and Maria committing to the Wes and Allie bit, and they totally sold it. They never broke character.
It was very good. Yeah.
It really was good.
Like I think you can break a bit and have a giggle and lose it and break a little bit, but as long as you can bring it back,
yeah,
people will stay watching and they will love it, even if it's not really that funny. Right?
And that's the thing. It can be funny not being funny.
Yeah,
Nobody was better. I'm a huge Johnny Carson fan. Johnny Carson in real life was a miserable asshole, but he was a funny guy, and his best nights were on nights that his material wasn't up to snuff and he was bombing.
Yeah, right.
And he would stand there and rock on his heels, and he milked more laughs out of that not being funny because he was committed to being Johnny Carson and doing that stuff. And
Absolutely. Bombing can be absolutely funny. You know, I saw a comedian once, and if James is still here, he'll know he's an Australian comedian called George Smilovich. And he had this one bit during the 80s. It was a song, because back in the 80s, you know, it still baffles me that this happened. Comedians here in Australia used to release like 3-minute comedy sets, and they'd be in the charts against music. Strange times it was in the 80s. Anyway, he had this thing called I'm Tough, and all the jokes were, I'm tough. I drink, I drink cordial straight from the bottle. I don't use dental floss. I use bike chains. Just stupid shit. That was his bit.
okay.
Anyway, I went and saw him at the comedy festival years after Chris, and he'd just come back from being in the wilderness for a long time. It was his comeback show. He's in his late 50s, and he'd just been through a massive divorce. And all he did was stand up there, and it started off with him going, my wife's a bitch. And I thought, oh, this is going to be wild. And it was utterly the wildest thing I've ever seen, because he just knocked off a bottle of scotch within 15 minutes and then just went on a drunken tirade and then threw a glass at somebody in the crowd. And they had to like remove us all. The security came and went, come on, everybody out. He's having a nervous breakdown. And I thought it was part of the show. I literally thought it was like, this is, you know, like, because reality TV kind of thing. And then afterwards, everyone left in disgust, and I was waiting around to see him. And he came out and was all slurry, and I'm like, that was hilarious. And he was like, I'll fucking kill you. I'm like, oh, shit. It was real.
Okay.
So committing to the bit isn't always good.
Yeah. God, the late Andy Kaufman, he was... I never knew what to make of him, because he was brilliant, but he would do stuff and like, what the hell? Why am I laughing at this? It's just because I'm so uncomfortable, frankly.
Uncomfortable humor's good.
Yeah. Jade and I, just so you know, folks, Jade and I talk about comedy all the time. We could talk about it for hours. We're both fans of comedians and the art of comedy, so kind of in our wheelhouse. And a lot of musicians have those kind of crossovers where they're creative. They, you know, again, Naya's doing stand up. I had done stand up back in the day. For a while, I impersonated Rodney Dangerfield. I actually toured a little bit doing that, because there was a club owner. It was the Racquetball Club in where I went to college, but they had a bar and all that kind of stuff, and they would do the Gong Show, because the guy looked a lot like Chuck Barris, and that was back a thing. So he would come up and he'd have the Gong Show, and people in the community would come. And I did my first year, I did as a freshman, and this was, you know, a Colorado mountain town, and so we went as a country band. Well, I had just started playing. None of my buddies could play, so we went out there and we're hitting bottles and kind of playing. We were fucking horrible. And that was kind of the bit, but we were the beer bottle band and yeehaw and all this kind of stuff, and got gonged off. And I thought, okay, that was funny, but we can't do that again. But I'm really a fan of Rodney Dangerfield, always was. So I slicked my hair back and everything, and went out there and did Rodney Dangerfield. Just did all these jokes and won. And killed it, and the club owner loved it. He had me on every time they did it, and he had another club in Albuquerque, so he would take me down to Albuquerque to play his club down there. And so I did that for a couple of years, and you know, and it's fun.
It's a hard game to get into.
Very much.
I got into it for a fair amount of time and played at the Melbourne Comedy Festival. I did Gladys for a whole tour, and it was very hard to get up there and do every night Gladys for a month, because Gladys's humor is not so much jokes, it's taking the piss out of Gladys and taking the piss out of people in the audience. So if you got people in the audience who weren't receptive, your whole show was fucked.
Oh yeah, you're in trouble.
You can't get out of it. I worked with this guy named Glace Chase. He's a comedian from New South Wales, and he booked me to be a part of his show. It's a full scripted show. The idea is he's a gay, young, gay male who thinks he's really entertaining, thinks he's a great singer, but the joke is that he's really shit, and nobody has the guts to tell him. And so I went along on his tour as the guitarist in the show, and I would play guitar while he sung, and just was obnoxious, and all the jokes were they were urban level jokes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, cringy. Yeah,
Like,
love you, E.
I see. I'm just including you, actually. But he had a song called "Bindi Irwin is a Slut," straight after Steve Irwin had died. Really pushing the limits. Anyway. I was playing guitar for him, and we did this whole tour. We did Adelaide, we did Sydney, and we got to Melbourne and did the comedy festival. And we're waiting for the Age newspaper, the big newspaper, to come in, because they sneak in and do a review, and you got to get a good review, right? That's what everyone's fighting for, the good Age review. And so there's a part in the show where I got to sing a song by myself, because that's the joke. I was the actual talented one. And when I sing, I was singing Hurt just with the guitar. And the lights go down and everyone goes, oh, wow, that was sick, And that's the joke. And all the way through the show, he would get my name wrong and go, thank you, Janice. And I'd be like, Jade. It was very similar to Dame Edna Everidge and her old lady friend.
Right.
Anyway, but sadly, on the night that the person from the newspaper was there, well, Glace decided to climb across the audience and tell a whole bunch of jokes about Auschwitz.
Oh, no.
Oh, and we got 1-star review.
Ooh,
and I had to turn
that's
up the
not good.
next night and walk in, and he was in the dressing room. And seriously, this is what happened. I walked in, and he grabbed the newspaper and threw it at me as I walked in and went, 1-star, bitch. And I was like, what? And I'm reading it, and I realized why he threw the paper at me. The review canned him for like 4 paragraphs, and then at the end said the show was only saved by Jade Starr, who sung an amazing song and was the actual only funny person in the show, continuously like looking embarrassed to be up there with this horrible comedian as part of the bit.
Yeah.
And then he fired me.
Guess I'm fired.
He fired me 2 nights after.
Oh, no.
Comedy's a tough game, man. It's a tough game.
It really is. I tried my hand at improv, which is really difficult. It's fun, but man, it's hard.
It is.
And yeah, so stand-up is hard. You got to have good material. You got to be able to work the crowd. Improv is even harder, I found. Yeah. I didn't have,
you have to be able to think on your feet. In comedy,
yeah, I'm quick
right?
and
If
witty,
you
but
can't,
then,
you'll die.
yeah, there's a whole lot of other elements to it, and it was not my cup of tea.
Yeah, because there's normally always somebody a little bit quicker sometimes in the audience, and
yes,
you got to pick the right person to pick on. I'm telling you, I've done that a few times. Going, hey, look at this egghead right here, and they have just outwitted me completely. I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Please bring out the hook right now.
That we live in a troll world, and I'm a big fan of Josh Blue, and I don't know if you guys know who that is. A Denver person, has cerebral palsy. So, and I saw him years ago when he was just starting out, and he won Last Comic Standing. But again, his he's a funny guy, but he has cerebral palsy. And he did a gig here recently, and I think he was in Connecticut, and the audience sucked. They were so miserable, and they're yelling and everything. And the guy's a pro, and all comedians deal with hecklers, and he did. But he just said, fuck it. And he started posting bits of the show to the internet, basically to out the audience and tell them that they were shit. And I mean, I felt bad for him, because he's really a good comedian. I really enjoy him. And the audience was so shitty. So, folks, when you go to a comedy club and everything, pretend you're at the movie theater. Don't talk back to the screen. Let the person work and enjoy the show. You don't have to be part of it.
Yeah, there's definitely some people that come along and think they are part of it. It's like, well, meant to heckle. It's like, yeah. At certain points, absolutely, 100%. James Myers.
Yeah. Speaking of heckling, no. How's James doing?
Hey, Janice and Chris Lane.
Yeah. Nice. That's called a callback in comedy terms, folks. Nicely done, James.
And you know that Janice joke, that was mine. For him to get my name wrong, that was my fucking joke as well.
Of course. So what's going on, brother man? How are you?
Hey, just chilling, listening to the show, hanging out.
Awesome.
Now you're on the
sauce.
show.
Now I'm on the show.
Now
So
you were
dance,
hanging
dance,
out.
monkey, dance, monkey, dance.
I was hanging out with Hubs a little bit. We were doing some stuff, and I had the camera on, and I was like, well, might as well just join us.
Very good.
Good.
Anything you can share, or is this top secret government hush hush Area
this is-
51 shit?
This is all Area 51. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
All right.
So it's that comet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on the Pulse. I can say that on the 10th
Okay.
coming up here.
Nice. So that's next Monday.
Yep, and that will be with Gary and Frank and everything. So
Okay.
Gary will be interviewing me.
Oh,
Nice.
wonderful.
Yeah,
I'm a fan. I
You've
really
done the
enjoyed.
trifecta.
Yeah.
the trifecta.
I've done Mr. Smith, and I enjoyed doing Mr. Smith,
Wow.
and I'd do him again.
That
Yeah,
mask
actually,
is
he's
pretty
been on this
tempting.
show. I've done him twice.
Wow.
It was so nice.
I've
No,
only done
you'll
it
have a good
once.
time. Frank's a great host. Hubs is great people. Yeah, it'll be good. So tune in. I know I'll be there, although I'll probably be cooking in the background. I usually have sharp knives going, and I've got my phone propped on the counter, and I'll press the button and do talk to text and shout some stupid joke in there, and while I'm listening. Because Frank's timing is bad. I don't like when his show is. It's bad for me. He should be later, but
Everyone's heaps later for me now.
yeah.
Really late. Like you're on now at 2:10 in the afternoon. It used to be like midday. So
Yeah, it's so weird. I keep everybody's time zone in my phone because I can't keep it straight, and they,
yeah, same.
we're moving opposite ways in time, and it's crazy. Your show is on great for me because I can always catch it now, unless I'm having to work. But it comes on like this is the best time of the year for me because I can always hear the interview, or at least the vast majority of it.
I'm almost booked for the whole year for all my interviews.
Nice.
There's only one more I'm waiting for, and I'm really hoping it comes through. It's a big one, but yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah, well, exactly. I'm very happy. Who have I got this week? David Asher, his name is.
Oh, I know Asher.
He has done mastering for many people in the community, and he's got his own music. He's worked with Lizard Day. He's worked with heaps of people, and so he's coming on. I think we've got Denise Lance coming on, and we have Helen Clark who's coming. I'm so excited for Helen Clark. She's got her own YouTube channel. She's pretty massive on TikTok. Probably one of the best pianists I've ever heard.
Oh, nice.
She's pianist. Sorry.
Yeah. Frank had a breakthrough with his mic. You could actually hear him. It was,
He's been good.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
I think Laurie helped him out.
Well, I mean,
Which
it
way
was
did
just,
you come in?
he needed help. I mean, it was like his volume was so much lower than everybody's, and like, what are we doing? Like here, all three of us are on. All our volumes are basically identical.
Yes.
Yeah, I just actually did that a little bit ago as well. Sound checked with Frank. Get everything, all the levels going there.
And
Good
yes,
deal.
David Asher mastered Candy Coated Lies for
Oh, I didn't
Gary
know
Hubs.
that.
Yes,
Well, there's a
yes.
nice tidbit. Is he nationality? Is he an Aussie?
He's US.
He is U.S. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
That's why I wondered, because I thought he was here, but then I don't know. There's something the way you said it. I thought, is he an Aussie? And I didn't.
No.
And I was confused. Okay.
He's in the US. I'm pretty sure he is. Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah, there we go. New
Oh,
Jersey.
okay.
And
He's a
re-released-
Jersey guy. Well,
He's just re-released all of his music, I think, on Bandcamp as well. It was just perfect timing. Like I'd been thinking about asking him, and then I saw, because I followed him on Bandcamp, and then it was like re-release all these. I got all these emails. I'm like, yeah, it's a good time now. Yep, let's do it. He's obviously putting out some music, so let's get him on and talk about mastering. Lots of techniques about. I'm sure he's going to have a lot of good insight. He's a very good engineer, so that's good.
that's always cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Well,
A few other
you know,
people I'm not going to say yet, but we're all nearly booked up.
good. Well, I have you folks here. I'll make the announcement. I made the decision because people had asked over the years, why don't you do an album? And I'm like, why would I do an album? I don't have enough songs. And then I got counting last night. I got enough songs.
Yeah, you got plenty of songs.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to leave. If I do a 10-song album, I'll have to leave 7 or 8 songs off. So that's gonna happen because I've written 3 new ones in the last month, and I was always gonna call the album The Two Sides of Me because, I have a serious side and then I have my stupid side, I drink whiskey and Zuckerberg can suck my balls and those kind of songs. So I was like,
I thought that was your serious side.
yeah, it could
Well,
be.
that was your raging side.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, seriously raging, I guess. I mean, both could be true. But then and that was always in my mind, like, wow, that would make a smart title for this album. And then today it hit me, all the lyrics for the song called Two Sides of Me. So that'll be on the album too.
So are you putting together stuff that's already finished, or are you?
It's going to be it's
Oh,
going to
you-
be stuff that I've done, but I'll remaster it because I've done it over a couple year period, and they're all over the map. And I'm going to redo some of the vocals. I'm not going to re-sing them, but I'm going to reprocess them.
Yeah, it's a good
And-
idea because like this week on the Patreon, because Maddie Prakowski and Jerry Gomes are releasing an album, and they've been doing the songs over a period of time, and they sent it in to me just to level everything. And it was really hard too because it's all been done at different times. The songs, they're all the right level, but they just sound different because of what they've used. And that's a hard thing, ideally, you always want to start with a template and get everything the same kind of sound all the way through, but we can't always do that.
No, and I guess as I was listening through everything the last couple weeks, I was surprised how consistent things were on a lot of levels. Now, overall volume levels varied from song quite a bit, but that's easily fixed.
Yeah.
But I used pretty much the same vocal chain for most of the stuff, but I'm going to go to my new chain and kind of revise the older vocals just to bring those more in line. And so I've got some work to do, but I'm kind of excited to do it because it's like, yeah. And this is a guy who 3 years ago joined Songwriters Anonymous because I was going to play bass and help Dom out a little bit. And I had never written a song. And so to the point Jade made maybe an hour ago, just start, just go and practice, and you never know.
It's the hard part about it is if you don't know an instrument, and as far as making a full song goes,
Right.
I mean, I don't play guitar, and if I have song ideas, but I can't play guitar, so I can't really put anything to it. And I guess that's where I could reach out to somebody, but yeah.
You've still got things like Logic and that, or whatever it is that can, generate these things, generate melodies and all that kind of stuff, which isn't AI. I do hear people say, oh, but Logic is AI. It's actually not. It is different. It is a set amount of, you are just punching in melodies, essentially. Anyway, that's a whole nother argument. But you do have that, James, too, without going to Suno. And even
true,
if you
true.
did, you know, hey,
Logic is
You know
on
people.
Mac,
Yeah.
though, right?
Yeah, it's a Mac thing.
yes. You're a desktop.
Yeah, PC.
Yeah, he's a PC guy. We like you anyway.
Yeah, you're all right.
Well, I'm sure. Like I know Reaper, and I don't know how the tools are in Reaper as far as that. You know what we're talking about with Logic, but I've used Reaper on both platforms, and you know Reaper's a damn good DAW. And again, because it's pretty much the same both Mac and PC. You know, if you were bouncing between machines, that would be the one that I would choose, maybe because you'd be familiar with it.
Yeah, I've never used Reaper.
Isn't
Yeah,
that
Reaper's
weird?
pretty solid. It's got a weird I don't know, its interface is a little weird in some respects, but hey, here's somebody who's not here.
Uh-oh.
2 seconds I got 2 seconds. I just want to say hi.
One.
How you doing?
Guys and girls.
The
What's up?
bags are packed. She's ready to go.
No,
The
I'm
clown
like
is
a
waiting.
workaholic. I'm like, I get a million things to do, which I did a million things today. And I'm doing Gmail stuff because I'm like, I'm hosting, so I have a lot to do. And he wanted more.
Yeah,
More,
I
more.
gotta jump on and do whatever he needs me to do this week sometime.
I've been trying to do it all week with him, and we cannot connect.
Well, he's on tonight during your show. He was on.
Well, of course he is.
No, just he's not live. He's just doing a,
No,
workshop.
I know, and that's what I pinged him on that. I said, look, and I tried to get a hold of him all day yesterday and all day today, and then I go to bed, and then he goes, hey, I'm getting on. I'm like, yeah, and I see it this morning. It's like, well, that fat lot of good that did me.
Freaking exhausting. Hold on, I'm trying to pop out the chat.
I'm the same, Laurie. I see him come on, and it's after like my morning show or something, and I look at it and just go, I'm so beat.
Yeah.
There's just so much been going on. You know, there's charity. There's just a lot going on. And I think I've got to sit there and dress as Gladys because he's going to want me to do something as Gladys. So of course I've got to put on all that stupid makeup and look like a fuckwit.
Jade, so I met with him the other day and he's like, it was just me and him. No one else was there. And he's like, you know what? You got this, Laura. Let's do it right now. I go, well, no. I'm like, I need to put my eyelashes on. I need to set up my greens. I'm not sitting here doing with you. I got to practice.
Yeah.
So I did it all and sent it to him. And then I met with him again and he's like, give me more audience stuff. I'm like, well, now I got to like match what I looked like. Look at my hair's dyed more. I got different nails. I'm like,
It's
I'm
hard for
going
me
away.
this time because I don't have the green screen in here, so I can't do what he wants me to do. Because he always wants me to come in and sit there live on the green screen, and he'll just record me. And he talks into my mic while I'm doing it. And he'll be going, a little more Gladys. I'm like,
oh my God, director. Oh,
Right.
he's awesome.
But
You know,
I
I'm
think this
laughing.
year, I'm going to have a quick chat with him, and then I'm
Yeah.
just going to go on because I got a green screen studio
Yeah.
now. I just go and set the camera up, do all the stuff, and then send it to him and get it done this week. I think.
It's a lot of work for us to do it live right in front of him.
Yeah.
You could do it, Jade.
I don't mind. It's
Not
easy.
me, but for
I'd
him,
rather do
he's
that.
putting a lot of work into it too. I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how the hell
Yeah.
you put this whole show
Well,
together?
like
I'm
last
thinking
year,
about-
he and I talked about it, and I just went off and did my own thing. I filmed it, and you know,
Yeah.
I said I got a surprise for you, and he was like, "Oh my God, I love this." I was hoping he'd just say, "Send me a script, tell me what you want, and I'll just go do it, and send it back." But
he's got some good lines. I did a lot of my own lines, which are really bad dad jokes. and Jade, I don't know if you saw this.
Perfect.
How many people are watching? I don't want to give away the whole show, but
we've got a decent number watching.
Okay. No, but you know, we have the B-roll stuff in the audience where
Yeah.
he puts us all in there. We don't know what each other are doing and how to interact, but I just randomly start yelling, Hubs, Jade, not Jade, but Gladys. So I mean, maybe he'll show you that and we can all interact, but I did more tonight. I was like, I love you, Butters. I was just throwing shit out everywhere.
That whole thing last year, like he used it in the promo of just Gladys talking for ages, going, "Oh,
Freaking
this thing,
awesome.
thing." That was all just one take, And
You're
him just sitting
crazy.
there, he was quiet for like 15 minutes of me just doing it. And then I kind of went, is that enough? And he goes, my God, I thought you were going to explode.
That was the freaking best. You were just
That
going
was too
on and
funny.
on and on and on. I'm like, I gave him what I thought was enough, and he's like, I need more. And I'm like, I can't do Gladys. Because you don't know how you're interacting when you're doing it. You don't know who's around you, and if it's continuous, if he's going to cut it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I did my part. I said, I'm going away. Bye. Take what I gave you.
The other thing about going there, and then I think we can say this, he does like to chat sometimes, and I'm kind of going to last one. I was like, I'm going to go, dude. Don't give me, and I kept saying to him, don't tell me all the things that are happening. I want to be surprised on the night.
Me too. Me too.
Save some things
Yeah,
for
don't
me
give
because
it
he's so
away.
excited.
Yeah.
He's so excited. You know?
Yeah.
And
Oh, he's awesome.
That's what makes him awesome.
He shows some of the edits, and I was like,
Yeah.
well, I don't want people to see the stupid jokes I'm doing until they see what I'm doing that night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Save,
But he's showing it to everybody. I was like,
yeah, save some goodies. Don't keep your powder dry.
exactly.
It is the glitz and, the
Show the
glamour
whole
of the
leg.
year.
Don't show the whole leg.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's what she said.
And Chris, because I'm the host, I introduced the presenters. So got a couple of funny lines for you.
I would
Oh, am I a
expect no
presenter?
less.
Who's a presenter?
You're not presenting, right? This year?
I'm not. I don't know. I haven't joined the call yet.
Yeah. I assume I'm presenting.
Well, everything that he needs for the show is due this Tuesday. And I'm leaving for
This
vacation.
Tuesday.
Oh, fuck
Yeah.
me. Well, he'd better be around tomorrow, is all I got to say.
He's around now. You better end this stream and go see him.
I'll do it Tuesday my time, which will be
That's not
Monday his
happening.
time.
All right. All right.
My show before
Hi,
host.
crew. Yay, Allie.
Well, we're going to miss you. I told everybody, poll's going to run a little long with Sunshine, and then I'm going to take an hour and make sure that I dump properly on Gary Hubbs. I know
guys are-
you'd do it if you could, but
Totally. You
I
guys
will
are
take
keeping,
over dumping duty.
You keep him
Long
a spot
pulls and
warm.
dumping.
I
That's
I
right.
appreciate it.
Well, it's so funny. It's like, oh, I thought maybe I could just charge and I wouldn't have to watch a show. And I said, you don't have to watch my show. Just watch it enough to know when you're supposed to come on. That's it.
Yeah. Awesome. No, you'll do good. You're not going to do a game though? What the fuck?
Oh, I didn't say I
Lazy.
wasn't going to do a game.
He's doing a game.
I said I wasn't going to do kind of okie.
Oh, good, because that's my shtick.
Exactly. I'm not going to steal
I
your
can't
shtick.
steal everything.
Well, because
Crap,
I'd
Yogi.
feel bad stealing your shtick, and you'd feel bad if I did it better. So, I mean,
Well-
there's.
First of all, you always do it better when you sing. All we can hear is your voice.
I don't know what else to do. I mean, when we do that segment, I get back here.
I don't understand how Colorado gets the timing of my sharing song better than I do when I'm sharing it.
Because I've got blazing internet. The other thing is, and
not
here's a
last
little
week.
karaoke trick. If you're reading the words, you're behind. You have to listen to the song. You have to anticipate.
I can't listen to the song because your voice is overpowering the whole thing. All I hear is you. I'm like, you're fucking me up. I'm trying to block my. You see me? I do this every week. I'm like, it's Chris. I hear Chris.
I'll be honest. I turn down the volume and just follow the words. I don't listen to any.
Does
of
that
it.
work? That?
No, it makes it worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, anyhow,
Is that
don't
the
you crap
idea?
You got Wheel of Names. You can do Wheel of Names. It's free, Jade, right? Spare no expenses.
Wheel of Names.
Just pop in whenever you want, spin it. People love it.
Well, I'm doing my new show, the the balls.
Another
So,
show?
Yeah. No. Listen, here's the thing, Laurie.
Listen.
We love the rant, not the rant, the roast. Right?
Yes.
Miss the roast, and we can't do it again. It's not right. Me and Russ talked about stuff. I thought about even using old footage of Dot and having her just give everybody a 2.
Yeah.
And I can't do it. And
Yeah.
it was one of the funnest music shows I think around because
Me
we
too.
we just unloaded on each other and called each other every name under the sun and said our music was shit, and you
Yeah.
never knew if anybody was being real or not. I really hate my song. It was funny.
I think Dot was always being real, but
Lot was always being
Well,
real.
no, and
I
to
don't
your
think she
point,
thought it was a joke, and she just hated
Dot
everyone.
was a comedic genius, right?
oh,
She
no,
was.
Dot was funny. Her timing, God, that last
Yeah.
one where she got on the rant between Hubs and I with the beards, and I don't like these old men. Oh my God, I was dying.
So I can't do that anymore. So for the members stream now, I've created this whole new thing. It's the claw. What is it? What do we call it? I keep forgetting what it's fucking called.
Yeah, I wanted to find that bit from Toy
It is.
Story. The
Yeah.
claw.
No, not
The-
Toy Story. It's
called the luck
Liar,
of the
liar.
claw. All right, so it's the luck of the claw.
No, not the claw. The claw. Remember
So-
all the little aliens
Oh,
in the
yes,
thing?
yes,
The
yes.
claw.
Yeah.
So basically, what I'm doing, Laurie, is I've got a claw machine, and
I
I'm going
love
to put everybody's name. So, and the way it's not a members stream, so this will go out to the public, so it's
Okay.
public watch. But to get your song on the show, you've got to be a member. It's $1 a month. There's already 100 members.
Been
so
a
that's
member for
pretty-
2
Yeah,
years.
so there's already, it's not much to get involved. Everyone's name goes onto the balls. and
99
the claw,
cents.
the claw drops down and picks up the balls, and that way I get to say the word balls over and over again because why not? And,
You know,
And
Red
you
will
s-
be there.
of course, and I get to play people's songs for 2 hours at
That's
the end
so
of,
fun.
and it's on the Friday train at the end of the month, each of the weeks, only once a month. If
Yeah.
you send in a song, you're not guaranteed to get on, right? And if at the end of the show all the failed balls get released, and I won't grab your balls. And if you send 2 songs in,
Gary
you
got
get
it.
removed. You don't get a chance. 1 song only. Because the thing is, this we've got Pete
What is
Thomas doing
this?
shows.
There's rules?
Send-
Timothy?
That's the only rule.
That's a lot of
You
rules.
can only send in 1 song for the month, right? You can even send in covers, AI music. I don't care, right?
Okay.
So
AI.
That's the only
Any
whatever.
kind of music is fine, but do just one. You know, if you send 2, then you're out. And don't send me an email. And fuck off.
I hate AI, but you can send it once a month, and you're in the claw.
So I've already written the music for it. Do you want it? Can I play the theme?
Oh,
song?
please.
If you want to, you're gonna
It's
give it
really-
away.
It's really fun. Now you're probably going to think it's AI, but it is a bit of AI and it's a bit of me. I wrote all the lyrics, and anyway, so it it says balls a lot. Let's play it. This is the opening theme song. Hopefully it works.
Hi, Dougie.
Step right up, don't you stall. Take a shot on the luck of the clock. Drop $1 and test your fate. Those balls won't grab themselves, mate. Step right up,
Mate.
don't you stall. Take a shot on the luck of the clock. You'll laugh, you'll scream, you'll beg, you'll crawl. When the clock comes down and grabs your balls, if you have a song, you can't go wrong. Get in the drawer and drop the claw. Who knows where the claw falls? Guaranteed it will grab some balls.
Yes. Rat, 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 rat.
Step right up, don't you stop. Take a shot on the luck of the clock.
Balls.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
That is fun.
Well, I got my earworm for
You can
tomorrow.
hear a little of the AI, but it's great.
Kill the claw.
The
Claw
funny
that
thing is,
ball.
when I announced it, somebody actually thought the show was going to be me and Rhett mixing people's songs.
That wouldn't be a bad idea, but
Yeah,
yeah.
not. I
Yeah.
can see that.
Yeah,
Imagine knowing, like, being known for just saying balls all the time.
I know. It was a bit
Was
of
this
Rhett's
your Rhett?
thing. So
Yeah.
I
love
we all
it.
laugh at the balls thing, so it's one of those things. I feel lost in the
And
Friday
he's here.
train.
I didn't even see that.
And there
Hi,
he is.
Mixie.
I feel lost doing my usual show on the Friday train, doing an app, So I wanted to create something that is part of the train once.
I
a
love
month,
that.
So-
Yeah, great idea.
See, the wheel of names and crappy-okey is catching on. Let's just be goofballs on Fridays.
Absolutely.
It's the weekend. We don't need
It's
to
my
teach
drinking
out.
night, so that's easy for me.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I love being a dickhead on the internet. It's what I live for.
You're not a dickhead. You always come across as funny.
Listen, if I want to be a dickhead, I'll be a dickhead.
Okay, you're a dickhead.
All right, everybody. Jay's a dickhead.
Far out.
I want your camera. All right, I'm gonna go. I just wanted to say hi and thank you, Chris, for taking my hole. I mean, filling my spot.
It was my pleasure, I assure you.
Yeah.
You and Paul taking turns filling my spot, and you guys, I'm gonna miss you, but I will. I want to tune in.
Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
All right. I don't leave till Saturday, but that's with if this TSA shit.
Yeah.
If I even have a flight, so we don't know.
Well, good luck.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But tomorrow I have to go into Boston and drive into Boston and back from Boston to get my son because he has a gig tomorrow night. I told my husband I would do it since I'm going away for a week and he's not. So I'll be in traffic tomorrow before the final packing. Why am I echoing? Is it me?
Traffic.
It's what?
That was traffic.
Okay. I know I would try to check in and see you all tomorrow for a little bit before I go to bed. And I appreciate you guys having a fun night without me, even though you're going to miss me, of course.
Well, it's your, obviously. It's just,
Are you going for
we'll
2
be
weeks
the
or one?
pale substitutes.
No, I'm only going away for 10 days, but
But
I'm
is it
not-
2 shows that you're missing?
2 shows I'm missing, yeah. Well, because tomorrow night I need to go to bed early to get to the airport, and then I don't come home till the following Saturday, so I can't do it Friday. But I'm going to try to go live on the ship. I called my phone company to see if there's like roaming charges for international. And as long as I'm on their Wi-Fi with the airplane mode on, I might be able to go live still, but I don't know how bad it's going to be with 3,000 people on a ship together.
Can you go live playing shuffleboard, please?
There's no fucking shuffleboard. This isn't 1978.
Bullshit. Bullshit. There's got to be shuffleboard.
I'm gonna go live from the disco club. There's a freaking
Right.
60s
AKA
retro
shuffleboard.
club. All right, I'll do shuffleboard.
Yep.
No, I'm not gonna do a live show. I'm just saying I might pop up and say hi to you guys
Right.
if I can get a Wi-Fi signal. You know,
Yeah, right.
I got a veranda with the Caribbean out there. It's gonna be beautiful.
Shuffleboard.
Or I'll just say, see you all in 2 weeks.
Yeah, I would do that.
I'm just gonna lie out in the sun.
Peace out, bitches.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nah, you guys are the best stuff. I'll miss you, but I'll talk to you.
All right, sounds good. You please have a wonderful time.
Thank you, dear.
Don't get sunburned. Don't fall overboard. Don't do anything bad.
Well, you know.
She'll come back. We won't even know her. She'll blend into a blackboard behind her. She gets so dark.
Yeah,
man.
she
I might have to
does.
shut off all my white lights here so you can see how dark I am. Because, yeah, I haven't been away like to a tropical place, and I've been to Miami, but to the Caribbean, I usually come back pretty freaking black.
Well, there
Which
you
is
go.
past my age, but whatever.
I'm shutting up before I get myself in trouble.
Thank you, Allie. I'm sorry, I'm not even looking at the chat. I'm just yapping. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
All right,
All right.
bye.
That's Laurie.
There she goes. She's out.
Oh, shut up, crowd.
All right. Too funny. Here.
Hey.
Great having her.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's going to be fun, and I hope she has a good time. Miss being on her show, but we will do it. And again, we're going to kind of do the same kind of show. I thought about doing a drink with Thor, and putting my bottle here and grabbing a guitar and playing. But I play on Gmaze, so we're just going to do the regular panel show, and we'll play some stupid games. No theme. I don't, because I didn't have enough time to come up with one. Maybe next week, but. We'll
What about a
figure something
Mr. Platehead theme? Everybody wears
Yeah.
a plate.
Yeah, everybody gets a plate.
How about you just incorporate the drinking with Thor and, get you a nice drink right there and play a couple songs while everybody else is up on panel, just like you would on Lori's anyways.
Well, we'll see how it goes. We're going to play it by ear. I'm not a planner. Lori's a planner. I'm the opposite. Let's see what happens.
Just pissing in the wind.
Well, it's balance in the universe, James. The yin and the yang.
Hang on, pissing in the wind. You know what's going to happen when you piss. In the wind, right? That's
piss
it's not
with
I
the
wonder,
wind.
Yeah, I wonder what's going to happen. Oh, that's what's happening. I'm covered in urine.
Wow,
Right.
this rain is so warm, and yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to join tomorrow because I do have some stuff to do.
Yeah.
So it's weird. I heard Laurie was going away, and I was like, "Oh wow, I don't feel obliged to go on the show. I can get some other work done, so I have to stick to that."
No, that's fine. Well, I appreciate you being on here tonight. This has been fantastic.
That's what I thought.
I love having you on when we get a chance to chat. So.
And you put on my AI video, and I was like, "Oh God, I hate looking at that shit. I'm going to come on and say my mind."
Yeah, well, and I
reals.
appreciate that because I wanted to kind of set the table with what some of the thoughts were, and it's something that we're dealing with to an extent, but the extent is how much we want to deal with it. Some person with an acoustic guitar or an acoustic piano or what, that's never, ever, ever going to go out of vogue. It just isn't.
No, this isn't the end of music.
No,
it isn't. The doomsday shit is. I'd be more worried about Three Eye Atlas at the moment than anything else. Can we talk about that for a second?
I'm not worried. If it's an alien technology, yeah, we're fucked. Oh well.
They found 2 more comets today. They're all like, oh my God, there's 2 more, and they're all like close to each other. 2 more interstellar objects. They've just come out of nowhere, and none of them have tails. It's getting really odd, and it's just
Yeah,
weird,
we're worried
man.
about the Terminator, and it's coming from outer
I'm
space.
not a conspiracy theorist, but this whole government shutdown and NASA being shut down when the opportunity to take photos, it's
Nah, they're
I don't know, man. They
They're
look
not shut
very
down.
strange. No, of course they're not shut down, but yeah, it's I don't know. I'm starting to get a bit worried that these people might come in, these aliens or whatever, and actually unite us. I know, right? Is that what it's going to take? I hope so.
well, again, I've watched that. If the aliens are coming, they're not coming for good and peaceful purposes. They're not.
Listen,
Do you guys see that series V, where everybody thought the aliens were good and wonderful, but they weren't?
if anything, I'm of the opinion, if anything, if they exist, aliens, we are the Truman Show to them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And they are watching and laughing their tits off every day, going, "Can you believe this?"
Again, we go to the zoo and we laugh at the monkeys throwing poo.
Yeah,
We're monkeys throwing poo.
we are literally doing it. Yeah,
I-
absolutely.
let's just be honest with who we are and what we're at.
It's going to be a Mars attack situation.
I hope so. That was a funny film.
That was hilarious.
I just hope it's not a Starship Troopers kind of thing. I'm kind of not prepared.
No, well, I got a couple cans of wasp spray. I'll go out swinging.
And a lighter.
Yeah, you motherfucker. Raid.
I'll be playing guitar while the world burns.
Yeah. That's it, dude. Bugs are eating my face. Oh, yeah.
Be like the musicians on the Titanic.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a great way to go. I think I mentioned on my show a couple weeks ago, they had that Titanic exhibit here in Denver, and it was powerful. And I even shared the musicians, because talk about just studly men who were professionals. Like, ship's going down, there's not shit, but we're musicians. This is what we do. So played and slipped under the ocean. Mad respect for that. So, hey, maybe that's what we do. We form a drum circle, and, while the aliens are massacring everybody, we can go out that way.
Did you know, Chris, your show tomorrow is set to begin in 24 minutes time?
Oh, fuck me. I'm such a moron.
I just saw Chili posted in the chat and went, oh, is it really 23 minutes now, Chris?
Let's edit
23
that.
minutes till tomorrow's show.
Oh, God damn it. It switched over to today. No.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
You're going to be live, double live. How cool is that?
Again, the controls in StreamYard piss me off. I fuck that up twice a month. I either get the time wrong, the date wrong, something. All right. Well, I just fixed it. But and thank God for Chili and other people who keep me on track, because I'm a goddamn disaster in that respect. It's embarrassing. Times and dates, not my strong suit.
Man. Yeah, what are you going to do? It happens. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to get in and be embarrassed and change it. My show starts in 24 minutes. Oh, damn. I'm going long tonight, folks.
Says 24 hours to me now, so all good.
All
Happy
right.
days. Happy days. Well, I'm going to actually split.
Well,
because I have
sounds
some
good.
stuff to do. So you two
Thanks for coming on.
have fun.
I
Thanks for
appreciate
having
you,
me.
Jade.
Good to see you, James.
See you
good seeing you,
tomorrow. Tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Alrighty. How do I close this thing down? I've got to press the button, don't I?
Yeah. The orange, get the hell out.
I'm an old pro. All right. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye. All
I
right.
didn't even do it right.
Oh, well,
You still hear it. No.
there she goes.
All right.
The one and only Jade Star.
Awesome.
Awesome indeed. All right, we're going to do this. Yeah. Wait. One person leaves, another comes in. Everybody say hi to Gary Hubs.
Uh-oh.
Yo,
There
what's
he
happening?
is. Hubs.
Chris, James, how's it going?
What's going on, man? How are you?
I'm doing good. Yeah, how are you guys doing?
We are doing spiffy.
Killer.
Yeah. Cool. Very
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I got here too late to tell you about your show that you just fixed, but I got the notification.
I'm a damn disaster. Well, thanks. I mean, somebody always sends me DJ Big Red often sends me, is like, I don't think your thing's right. You want to check that? I'm like, Christ, yeah. So again, I get by with a little help from my friends.
And who among us haven't done that? You know, you get the AM PM wrong, and someone's like, "Bro, are you sure you're going on 11 in the morning?" You know.
Oh, that was the thing, because the time was such. I really had to think through AM versus PM, and I really checked that carefully, and double clicked the day wrong somehow. So,
Yeah.
anywho, so Hubs,
Yo.
great show last week. That
Thanks.
was fantastic. Love the build up, and I'm glad you're here, because how in the world could an artist like yourself possibly top an appearance by Herbert? All the great cover songs you did, the Halloween, the fireworks, the 12 for 12 on the Ice Puck Challenge. What could you possibly do this week to top that?
Wow. I gotta say, usually when you ask that question, I freeze and my whole life flashes before my eyes. And but this week, yes, even more rare than all of the things you said, is a brand new song. So we're gonna play a brand new song on the show tomorrow. Yes.
Huzzah! Can you believe that, boys and girls?
Holy moly.
Brand new song from Gary Hubs, which is, again, Gary is maybe not as prolific as he would like to be, but when he puts out a song, it's always a damn good song and worthy of paying attention to.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Ah,
Kind word.
I mean that very sincerely. I've always liked your music. And so, as a matter of fact, look, we got a little trailer. Let's look at this real quick. Look at this. All right, so nice we had to play it twice.
Huh. Yeah.
All right.
That was fun to put together.
Good stuff. Yeah, he's been putting together, in case you haven't seen, he's gotten a couple little trailers together and they have been wonderful. And I love that one. I love the guy showing off and then crashing into the wall and dying. But man, that rhythm, those drums, that bass line got
Cool.
my attention, boys and girls.
Sweet. Sweet. And
That does sound heavy.
what makes it even cooler is the whole secret collaborator that we'll reveal tomorrow as well. So
What? There's a secret collaborator on there?
there is a secret yet to be named collaborator that will be revealed tomorrow, just before we rip into it. So it should be a lot of fun.
Oh shoot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is fantastic stuff. Well, there you
Yeah.
go. I mean, your Friday is set, boys and girls. I mean, starts at noon my time, 2 Eastern with Valerie, and clear through. We got Smith, we got Pole Vault, we got Sunshine, we've got me, we've got the panel, and then we got Gary Hubbs, and then we got Leela, the Midnight Chill.
Yeah.
It's
Jay-
going to be epic.
Jade is doing 2 shows tomorrow.
2 shows, that's
So-
right.
Yeah, I think I don't know if Valerie. I don't know if it's right after Valerie, if there's a space in between, but we
I
might
think
have-
a little later. I think,
Yeah.
well, but not much later. Like maybe
Okay.
30 minutes is all.
Okay.
Yeah, with the
Cool.
time change. Again, I'm a disaster on that. I can't keep track of it.
It should be a fun night, and it's a different look with Lori being on a trip away, and we'll have a bit extra Pole and Sunshine and a little bit of bonus Chris, and it should be fun.
Nope, there we go.
Right
Jade
after
is right
that.
here.
Okay.
It's right after, so that
I
makes
like-
sense.
I love that. I love it when there's continuous. It's
Yeah,
great.
just right on through. So yeah, it makes for a good day.
For
Yeah.
sure.
Good day of Fridays.
Yeah, that
Absolutely.
shit sounds really heavy too, man.
Sweet, bro. Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm digging that.
Thrash.
Yeah, that's
Gotta do
good.
it.
And again, there are people that, no, I've written 23 songs today. Okay, that's nice. You know, write good stuff. And if you write 1, 2 good songs a year, you're great.
Yeah, yeah. It's funny though. I worked on other things and stuff like that. But as
Sure.
far as like having something to like put your all behind, it's rare. So take advantage of it.
Yeah, it is. And that's the thing. I always view it. I mean, for me, it's a gift. It just, something comes. And when it comes, it tends to come pretty quickly and fall together. But, I never take that for granted because, it can be like Dom didn't do anything for a while and then he was hurt and then he came back and he's been ripping through songs and they're all really good.
Yeah,
He
For sure.
got them pent up. So everybody
And-
works different.
and you're talking about putting some songs together into a vehicle and calling it an album, which is pretty fucking cool.
Yeah,
that's
I
cool.
it was just not. It's something that had been mentioned to me like last year, and I thought, that why would I do that? I don't. But as I kind of looked, and it's been inspired by this last little period has been super creative for me. And, you know, the songs are coming. It's like, okay. And I started counting noses. I'm like, 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, wow. And there's a couple songs that I don't know that people have really ever heard. They're out, they're public. But you know, they're ones that maybe I don't play live very often or something like that. And I'm like, you know what? If I put it all in an album, and I really want to do like what I grew up with, an album with flow. So this song will flow into this song, and there'll be, you know, and that's just kind of a lost art anymore. So I'm going to do my best to, you know, kind of do a progression like that. And have
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Sequence it all correctly and stuff. Yeah, for sure.
And I don't discount the possibility that it may be like, well, these songs should follow one another, but there needs to be something between them, and I write a song. So there's going to be at least one song on this album that nobody's ever heard before, maybe 2, maybe more.
I see a double concept album that no one saw coming.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I like my own stuff, but I don't like it that much. You know, I can get my fill of Chris Lane Sr. I assume everyone else feels the same way. So
Well, okay, maybe just a full length concept album then. How about that?
maybe, maybe just that.
Something about whiskey, something about scars.
Yeah. Yeah. Subject matter I know very well.
Yeah, for sure.
But like I pointed out to Frank, you know, the two are not related. None of my scars happened under the influence of whiskey. I made lots of dumb decisions in my life, but for better or for worse, I made most of them sober.
That's funny. So this album, so it'll have new artwork, I assume, and
I got to do artwork. I got work to do.
Release to all the channels and stuff. And
Yeah, I think I'll. You know, why not, right? If you're going to do it, go big or go home, right?
Yeah,
You know, and
yeah,
I've seen you do it. I've seen some other people. I was super impressed with Russ's album. Just start to finish, the video, and I mean video for every song. It was amazing. And you know, that's partially what inspired me a little bit, because I'd been kicking it around, and when I saw that, and it's not going to be anything like Russ's album. We know how prolific I am as to video, but but just that concept of having it done and like, okay, here it is, and people can listen to it if they'd like.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, good for you.
Yeah, indeed. And you'll have a brand new track. I'm super excited about that.
Very cool.
No, it's great to have Hub's music.
Oh, I'm just talking about yours.
No, I'm done with me.
Yeah.
Now let's get back to you.
Well, one last thing about yours. Is your shift to Logic going to have anything to do with this?
Yes.
Okay. So you're gonna open up the tracks and put a fresh kind of coat of paint on them, maybe, or dust them off a bit, or shine them up.
Here's what I think the primary thing, because I've been listening to the stuff very critically, and by and large, it's pretty decent. I was actually surprised how consistent I was on some things. But there's, you know, and you guys heard this is the last 2 songs. I was wrestling with the vocal a little bit. It's like, we're hearing artifacts. There's something, my chain evolved, and I just got junk in there. And I can hear it on some of the older tracks. So I'll keep the original stems, but I'll reprocess them, and I'll do it with the current chain. And you know, a lot of it comes back down to I sang better than I gave myself credit for even 2 years ago. But I thought, this is how you do it. You put all this crap on there. And it was actually hurting it a little bit. And I pulled 2 tracks up and listened and turned off everything on the vocal and just listened to no music, just raw a cappella vocal, and went, okay, with the processing I'm doing now, just that little bit, this is going to be not only fine, but actually better than what it is right now. So,
Very cool.
so that's how I'm going to approach it.
Very cool.
And I may, when I go individual stems, I may hear I made a playing mistake or something like that, and maybe I'll clean up a little of those things too.
Mm-hmm.
Guitar-wise, that will be hard to duplicate the tone, so that may or may not happen. But
Yeah.
It's always good to dial it back a little bit, when after a while, and just start fresh and give it a fresh sound and see what you got going on.
yeah,
I think you can also achieve, you can help to achieve the flow on the album that you're looking for as well, right? With sonic continuity and
yeah, that'll be the big
Yeah.
thing. Is just processing all the vocals in a similar way.
yeah,
Changing. Again, I've been pretty consistent on how I did the drums, even though I had a mix of programmed drums and live drummers, but that part by and large was pretty consistent over the tracks. So my foundation and the bass sound fairly consistent. So my foundation is pretty solid.
man, live drummers, what a treat.
Yeah, I've
So
got
great. Yeah.
got a couple, so that's good.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'll have no less than 2 from this guy over here.
Right on.
Yeah.
Busy bro up there.
Yeah, busy bro. Help me out with the last one, which it sounded amazing. It was,
Doesn't say-
and again, it was one of those things where, I said, as we were doing it, I said, be brutal and be critical. And he said, you got a compressor on my drums somehow. They don't sound right. And I went through the change. Sure enough, there was a compressor on the master bus that I don't usually use. And I, again, probably the same errant finger that turned on the stream for tomorrow. Press the cassette. My fingers are just doing shit. But he heard it, and I was focusing on other things, and I didn't catch it. And he's like, "Nope, I'm hearing it. Doesn't sound right." I was like, "Okay," and then cleaned it up, and then sent it to him again. He goes, "That's what they're supposed to sound like. That's what I sent you." I was like, "Yeah, and they sound good."
Yeah, I know how they sounded when I sent them to you.
I know how it is. I had a one of our publications published one of my illustrations, and I don't know what happened because it's all jacked up.
Oh.
And I got with their graphic artist, and I went, "What did you do?" And she said, "Well, I opened it in Photoshop, and this is what it looked like." And I went, "Well, why would you open a PDF in Photoshop for starters?" So, yeah, buttons got pressed.
Yeah.
Mistakes were made. So we'll have to run the drawing again next month.
Yeah.
Go, this is what it's supposed to look like.
Well,
Print this link.
that's why it's important when you work with other people to check with them to make sure that before this goes out,
Absolutely.
with your name attached, are you happy with your name attached to this as it is? Because if you're not, speak up now so that there's not resentment later or, regrets and shit. Right?
Exactly. And I think we tend to be kind of nice, and we don't want to hurt people's feelings and everything. And I just laid it out. I said, you can be brutal. You can't hurt my feelings. I want this as good as we can make it. So if you hear something that's crap, tell me it's crap. Let's fix it.
It's funny, the last time we put a song together for Ninth Gate, sending the mix to everyone, it's like, oh, well, my drums sound fine. Yeah, my guitar sounds fine. Yeah, my bass sounds good. Like, everyone's just like, if I just want to make sure that what comes out sounds like what came in, right? And then you trust everyone else to do their job. But if something has to be fixed, then if it's obvious to another person's ears. But yeah, to a great extent, we're just reviewing the part we put in and made sure that,
Well, that's true. But hey, even I was like, I heard a few of his vocals that were, out a little bit, and I said, hey, I think the guitar or there was a guitar or the piano was a little bit higher. It was kind of taking over the track a little bit. So I mentioned that. Like, I was giving it an all-around listen.
And that's
as much as I
perfect.
could.
That's what I want to drive at, because you want to review your individual part, but then it's like, okay, what does this look like in the sum of it all? Because, and I do this all the time, I'm a bass player. That's what I do. I play guitar, I sing, and all that, but I think of myself as a bass player. And there are many times when I've got a killer good bass tone, and I do the track, and then when I listen to it, I went, and that doesn't work with this song. I have to step it back. I have to do this, or the guitar part. I did a guitar solo thing for this song that James didn't hear because I loved it, and it so didn't work on the track. It just didn't. It fought the piano. It didn't work. So, okay. 4 hours I ain't getting back, but it didn't work for the song. And you have to take that overview and be critical and go, how does this all fit together?
Fit the overall song, the overall mix. Yeah.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's why it's good to have outside ears, because at some point you've listened to it so many times, you're just done with it.
Yeah.
You just can't hear it.
And you started off with your own blind spots too, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah. I mean, we all do is what I mean, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right on.
Well, who can you say is playing? Because you got a mystery guest artist on this thing. Is there anybody else on the track that you can share?
Oh man, Het's back, and yeah, he's ripping it up. It sounds killer. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. It's obviously we all know that Het's family had a tragedy happen, and his participation was on hold for a bit, and we ended up going with where he was when he was forced to put it to the side, and where he was I think he was 95% happy, and 95% of Het is fucking amazing. So
damn good. Yeah, I'll take 95 from Het any day of the week.
And also going back to being happy about with what you put on a track, he is completely at peace with it. It's grown on him, and he doesn't regret that he didn't get back in to do any more thing with it. So,
that's very cool.
Good.
Yeah.
As long as he's signed off on it and everything, which, he's one of those kind of guys. I know he's got a perfectionist streak because he wants it to be just so, and he's a great musician, so I totally get it. But, excuse me, at some point, you're there and you need to go, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, James.
No, yeah. And the mystery person signed off too? They liked it?
Yeah, as far as I know. Yeah.
Okay.
So, no, I made
That's
sure.
good. Well, I mean, you'll hear if they're not happy with it, right?
I think I got everyone to sign the proof copy. Yeah.
Awesome.
God, I wish they'd sent me a proof of my drawing. I could have gone, that's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my first big contribution as associate editor, and wah, wah, wah.
Sounds like an overstep or something.
Oh, it didn't. Let's see. Do I have a sound effect for that? Yeah, there we go.
Fail.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was all excited. I opened up the magazine and went, oh, well.
Yeah.
And was there multiple issues of this magazine printed?
Oh, yeah. 20,000 copies.
Oh, Jesus.
There you go.
Eh.
Yeah, that shit where all the movies where they say stop the presses, that doesn't happen.
You don't stop the presses.
No.
Well, because you're running and everything. How often if it's on the press, it should have been caught multiple times before.
Yes.
Again, had they sent me a proof, I would have gone, oh, that's not right. But I didn't get a proof.
That's like $100. That's like $100 in plates that would go in the garbage right there, right?
Oh,
bosses don't like that. Yeah.
On the big multi presses we run, a lot more than that. So,
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you're on the press. It is what it is at that point.
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah, unless bros like half hanging out of the press, you're not stopping the presses. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as a designer, you should, when you open something and you see it like that, like, if you're a designer, you should know, hey, this doesn't look right, you know.
Yeah.
It is because it's an intricate drawing of an old building. I think it was pretty obvious it wasn't right, but I can see where, this artist is not a nerd like the rest of us, and so maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, we had a very productive chat, and I said, "Yeah, send me a proof next month."
And every month after for the rest
Until
Yeah.
until I replace you.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. There's
Yeah.
there's a lot of times in my job too. It's like, if we're gonna do a run of books, yeah, here's your sample, come down, review it, take it to your desk, email me when you're ready. I'll print it when you're ready. I'm not here to rush you, but
Yeah.
I'm not printing it until you tell me to, because yeah.
Well, and sometimes even with the best of intentions. I did a book a number of years ago, and it's one of our very successful books. But on the cover, we got it, and my son walked in, looked at it, and went, "Is that the guy's name?" And I looked at the cover, and we had fucked up the author's name.
Oh no.
Oh, it's embossed gold, hardcover, and then a jacket.
Ah.
Ugh.
And I looked at my wife and I went, "Well, I'm fired." Because I missed it as the editor. My proofreader missed it. The author missed it. We had 4 sets of eyes on this. None of us caught it. And until it was printed and came back from China and we looked at it, and I just said, "Well, I'm fired."
Huh.
But, I took 20 minutes and then I called my boss and said, "Well, here's what happened. This is wrong. And this is a problem." And he went, "Yep, that's not great." He said, "But mistakes have been made at this company before. You're not the first guy. I've made them. Let's figure out what we can do." And I said, "Well, the obvious thing is we spend a little bit of money. We reprint the dust jacket. It'll cost us, $400, $500, and put new dust jackets on it. Printer tomorrow. Let's make it happen."
Yeah.
And my boss was so gracious. I would have fired me, but
Who was the poor bastard had to switch out the jackets after? Was that you, Chris?
no, it was my warehouse people. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought them drinks at the Christmas get together.
Yeah.
Stuff happens.
Yeah, it does. Oh, good laughs down in the shop, hey?
Yeah. It eventually is funny, and it's been 5 years, and so now I can talk about it without cringe and butt puckering.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody we've got some new folks, and everybody say hi to Hugh Caldwell. How are you? Everybody say hi to Costa. What's going on, gentlemen? We were talking about you earlier, Hugh, and your new computer. And it's going to be great when you get it all set up and running.
Yes. He's going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
This is the print publication hour or something like
Yeah,
that.
well, that's it. Gary and I get together and we talk Brent. Of course, James is a designer, so we all have similar backgrounds in that.
Yeah.
So
I'll put on a pot of coffee and
go
Used to screen print a little bit, and I used to send things to the printer all the time. So I've set up, I don't know, just about everything that there is to print.
yeah, nice.
Indeed. Here's a nosy question, and maybe this is not the best question for public, but what are you planning on doing future-wise for gainful employment? James.
Well, I do design, so.
Right. So you're just looking for other opportunities right now?
I'm always looking for the opportunity. I've been freelance designing for 20 years as well. So
Right.
there's plenty of
Plenty of work. Well, that's good.
Plenty of
Because we want to make sure that you stay busy and productive so that you're like, I'm tired of this shit today. I want to go play drums. Because that's where I get to. You know, I mean, I
that's
got my
every
work
day.
week, and then it's like, I'm done. I'm going to find a little whiskey. I'm going to write a song. I'm going to get on Lori's show. I'm out. So want to make sure that you're in that same good mindset that like, time to play drums.
I'm in the time to play drums mindset. Yes.
Nice.
Yes. I'm not in the design mindset. Maybe for thumbnails.
There you go.
Yeah. Hey, maybe I should get you to help me with that. Thumbnails are pretty pathetic. I got the one good one, which I like, and then the one that I did today, the StreamYard said, hey, you want to AI design a thumbnail? And I clicked on it for the hell, and I went, oh, yeah, it's truly terrible, but we're going with it.
Oh, okay.
Just for something different.
Oh, the one that you put up today. I seen that.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
That sucks. But
I was like, that's interesting.
that's very kind. That's interesting.
Huh.
You know, that's what I do in the art gallery. If like, you know, the artist had smeared poop on a canvas, and I'd go,
Oof.
well, that's interesting.
Mm.
That's a unique way to do that.
Yeah. I get a sense what the artist is trying to tell us here. You know, art is shit. Anyway, my AI art was shit. But again, like I was telling Jade, I had to get the show set up. I had a very limited time to do it. And like, people can read it. They know what it is. We're going with it.
For sure.
That's all that matters.
We'll do better next time.
For sure.
Yeah, that's all that matters.
All right. Well, any parting thought? We have come to the part of the show where I think we've had a great conversation. And so, parting thoughts, James Myers.
Rock on.
Okay. Parting thoughts, Mr. Gary Hubbs.
Well, I have to promote a show that's happening tomorrow, 11 o'clock Pacific, 2 a.m. Eastern. It's the Parking Lot Warrior. I think it's volume 108. Following up the 12 ice pucks that Chris mentioned before, a perfect sync. We're going to unleash a brand new song on the world. We're going to introduce the secret collaborator and have some other surprises too.
Ooh.
And Monday, this gentleman and I will be hooking up on the Pulse with Frank Caruso.
See, he did it way better than me. ADHD brain, I just froze and didn't know what to say, and that's why I was like, rock on, you know. This dude's like down here promoting the shit that I'm doing.
I'm looking forward to that.
Oh, I wish I had a CD cover in my pocket. I'd pull it out.
Thanks, Gary.
But yeah, no, Monday. Yeah, that should be a lot of fun.
Monday.
Thanks,
So,
Gary.
man, we get new songs from Gary on Friday. We get to learn a little bit more about James Myers. I mean, you know, I grilled him pretty thoroughly, but I know that I left some stones unturned. So we'll have to tune in Monday and get those stones turned.
Let's turn all the stones, yes.
Turn all the stones.
Yeah.
Or turn to stone. I mean, that could happen too.
There you go.
All right. Well, I've got a song which we're going to end with, which I think you boys will. Oh, can you guys hear the cats?
It's time to end the show. Yeah.
It's time
The
to
cats
go.
are like, bro,
Yeah.
show's over. Let's come feed
Yeah.
us. Oh, these cats are too funny.
That's awesome.
They are getting really vocal. But I'm a big fan of this artist, Poison Whales, here early at the show. I don't know if they're still here, but this dude is pretty prolific. And this song title, I thought, well, yeah, you know, we're all over it. So we're going to listen to Poison Whales, their new song, Resting Bitch Face.
Nice.
All right.
See y'all next week, everybody.
See you guys.
Fucking stand you. You already know. I can't fucking stand you, but you already know. It's written on my face, it's hidden in my words, in that subtle tone I speak. My history is laced, every single place, every fucking one I meet. I can't fucking stand you, you already know. I can't fucking stand you, but you already know. You're dragging me through hell, though I'm sure that you mean well. Yeah, I'm sure you want what's best for me. Shackled by a spell, as if you couldn't tell. Why can't you all just leave me be? Cause I can't fucking stand you, you already know. I can't fucking stand you, but you already know. Everywhere I go, everyone I meet, everything I know I shouldn't speak. Everywhere I go, everyone I meet, everything I know I shouldn't speak. Cause I can't fucking stand you. I can't fucking stand. I can't fucking stand you. You already know. I can't fucking stand. I can't fucking stand you. But you already know.